Hello and welcome to The Free Cheese, episode 232. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Matt Zellner.
Hello.
Mark Augustiniak.
Oh, hi.
Ben Barris.
What's up?
The Free Cheese, the weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. What's up?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
I don't know, man. I'm tired.
Tired?
I think just like when we were playing that game earlier, the Ninja game.
Ninja Shodown.
Dude, that just like sucked the soul out of me, man. That game is so intense.
You think it was that or the barbecue?
I got and that too, and like right on top of the barbecue.
Yeah, we layered all this shit.
I know, man. It was dude.
Ninja Shodown's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. How you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had a fun morning?
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean to drudge that up out of nowhere.
No. No, it's okay. Twitter knows.
Yeah. Just figure if there was a platform for you to vent, this would be the one.
Fuck my PS4? That whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pulling a little evanescence right now. Can't wake up. Whenever you try to... It can shut down, but it won't start... Updates are a bitch with it.
Are you saying it gets knocked down, but it won't get up again?
Oh, no, it's not Chumbawamba.
All right.
Yeah, because Chumbawamba's dead.
Chumbawamba gets back up again.
True.
To get knocked down. My PS4 does not.
So what was it doing?
It's every time an update happens, it'll go to like, hey, it's gonna download a file and then it's gonna restart and it can finish installing, and then it will shut down, but it won't turn back on. And I used to think that was just no, it happened once here and there, whatever. But it's just getting worse with each update. And I spent like 3 hours this morning just doing it, downloading the same 375 megabyte file. And I did pull out like the cord from it and just let it chill for a bit.
Yeah.
And then maybe I didn't wait as long the first time around, because then when I pressed the power button, it just beeped once, and then light just only flickered for like less than a second, and then just didn't want to turn on. And
yours has had, since day one, it never goes into rest mode. It just doesn't work on that.
I think I went in the rest mode like once, and then
it wouldn't come out.
Yeah, like I realized like it wouldn't wake up from it. So then I don't put it in rest mode anymore. I just power off completely.
Yeah. Is there a way you can like do a clean reboot on PS4?
Oh, I did that.
Oh, you did?
Stupidly.
Oh, right.
I didn't back up my saves, and all of my save data and games were deleted.
Did you lose PT in that mess?
I never had PT. I got my PS4 after all that.
Oh, man.
But I had to save in Final Fantasy 15, and I don't...
How many hours?
Not that many.
Okay.
I wasn't that far, but it's still enough to where like I don't feel like going back and replaying right now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would really contact Sony about that, because they're pretty good when it comes to their
I'm just going to go to their company, like their building, whatever. I'm just going to chuck it through their front window.
Yeah.
And
that'll
then,
work.
And then take a shit in front of it.
They have that Sony store
in
Delaware.
If you do that, yeah, you're probably going to get a Vita for free. So that's
probably.
Yeah, just go to the Sony store in Delaware. It's by the outlets. Just you're like, yo.
I'm not even sure if it's worth the drive.
Yo, Sony.
Sony. Baby, I got something for you. Yeah, so, and then later I pull out the wire again, let it rest for a little longer, and plugged it back in. It did manage to work. The restarting did work. I was able to update the PS4. Backed up everything to the cloud.
Good.
Because you can't do that unless it's updated.
True.
And after all that, I was like, all right, now I'm going to turn it off, because next time I touch this thing, I'm going to put it in a box.
Hold on real quick. You should be able to, Matt, you can back me up on this. You should be able to turn on auto uploads for your cloud stuff.
I think it did that after I went through the settings. I didn't understand how all that worked. As soon as I turned it on, there wasn't any prompt saying that it's doing it.
Yeah.
So even though I was moving stuff, it was like, oh, the stuff already there. But that was doing it anyway, just to be safe.
Does it need
to be in rest mode
for it to do the upload?
Yeah, I saw that. And I was like, no. So
that's why I was confident I had Final Fantasy VII in there.
Yeah.
Because I know auto uploads.
So after all that, I realized after I turned it off, it kept turning back on automatically, which has never done that before. And I don't know if the auto save the cloud thing has something to do with that or what, but it just keeps getting worse. I'm like, all right, you're possessed. I'm just getting rid of you.
I'm just picturing you sitting over top of the thing with your hands like,
dude, I was ready.
Wizard-like manner, just wake up.
No, actually, I eventually put it on its side.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
PS2
why.
style.
I just I did punch it once.
Right.
Not hard, but just, just nothing that I ain't used to. You know, a little punch in the kidney.
Sometimes the console deserves to get punched. Man.
I was ready to take a hammer to it. Like, not exaggerating. I was gonna take a hammer and just beat the fuck out of it.
Then you would have lost everything.
I don't care at this point.
God.
I have nothing to lose anymore.
So what are you gonna get? You're gonna get a PS4 Pro?
Is that all that's left? I don't know what. I don't know.
They
What,
have
sounds
the
so depressing.
Slim, but
Yeah, dogs get the Slim.
Is the Slim good?
It's
I
Slim.
mean, it's no different than what you've got now. I mean, there's like a.
But it's Slim.
It's not that slim though.
you
Like,
don't need that optical audio out, do you?
If you have to think that long, you don't need it.
Oh, HDR, right? Oh, that's all
Yeah, it's
PS4s,
not-
No,
right?
It's something else that this headset that I'm wearing uses when I have
Oh, really?
on my PlayStation. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
some with surround sound.
Oh, cool.
PS4 doesn't do the Pro does not do that. Is
I-
that-
The
like-
Pro has that. The Slim does not have that.
I mean, I have like a quote gaming headset that I plug into the USB thing, but it's
Yeah, you're
nothing.
fine.
It's
You can
it's
get
no
it,
Turtle
right?
Beach or whatever, you know.
I understand.
So no, I don't need that. But I don't know what's the price difference either. With
$100. But honestly, dude, you can find them for like, if you get the right deal, they're like within $50 of each other at this point. It's probably better just to do the Pro.
I was considering the Pro because I think that's what.
You have a 4K monitor?
I don't think that one's 4K, is it? No,
It's
I do not.
Either way, you're future proofed.
You
Plus,
get more
that's-
frames.
I think the big thing too is like that'll 4K is neither here nor there, but the frame rate bump on certain consoles
Oh,
or certain
yeah.
games.
True. So yeah, I thought about doing all that, but in time. I mean, I'll deal with it for now while I still can, and just save up money and stuff.
Leaning heavy on that Switch.
Well,
Just sell your Switch. I'm kidding. Jokes. It's all jokes here.
I do
You
need.
found the right solution.
I do need to get new Joy-Cons for that too.
Which color?
I mean, the one I want's not out yet. The
Ton
one
of
I
purple?
yeah, the one I predicted.
Oh, got it. Yeah. If you had to buy one that's on the market right now,
The red, blue,
yeah,
neon ones, whatever.
I think those are my next set, but I kind of want those Splatoon ones. The green and pink.
Yeah.
Green and pink's been my fucking aesthetic lately. I tell you what,
That is a cool mix.
it's good, man.
It's a cool mix. I
It's
like
like
that.
mint chocolate chip and then something else. You know?
Actually, it's nothing like mint chocolate chip, but
Yeah, but
it's like that '80s vibe. I like that. The
Yeah,
neon,
it's that, yeah.
yeah.
Very electric.
Mullets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been pushing that cyberpunk life now. You know.
Oh, dude, Cyberpunk is dope.
It is.
Like straight up.
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah,
I'm really
like,
excited for that game.
I am, and I'm also not, because
Why
I know,
not?
'cause I know you guys like The Witcher, but The Witcher,
I don't
the
like
whole
The Witcher, man. I didn't fucking play The Witcher.
All right, I know Mark liked The Witcher. The whole idea
do.
behind The Witcher seemed boring to me, only because
It's high fantasy.
right.
But you know what else is high
But
fantasy?
but it's like it's a cool high fantasy. It's not like a
No, I know.
JRPG MMO high fantasy.
It
We've
is.
had this talk, though. Did you play Zelda?
It's different.
You played Zeldas?
It's different. Zelda is Zelda.
It's high fantasy a little bit.
It's different.
All right.
But
I know what you mean, though. I am getting.
I
over
just
the,
I don't know what their
I know.
gameplay is. That's my thing.
Mm.
What, Cyberpunk?
Yeah. Because also like that's my other thing too. Is like not only the setting of The Witcher, but like everyone loves how big that game is and how whatever that game is, and like I can only do one of those every once in a while. I did Fallout 3 like 5 years ago. I did, or longer than that. I just did Breath of the Wild last year. I think I'm good on that kind of shit for another.
That is true. You kind of need like the break.
I would
you know?
say the creatures in The Witcher, like the whole style of that fantasy, is more on the darker side. I think I think it's more aligned with like not necessarily Dark Souls, but it's that kind of quality with the designs and everything.
See, but I wouldn't even consider
I
Dark
just mean
Souls high fantasy.
well, no, I just mean but like the creatures you fight, they're
Yeah.
like they're grotesque and it's not like it's not just orcs, goblins, like your
I know what you mean.
cliche thing. Like there's like werewolves and shit and all that. Like you
I like that little
hunt
mix
down
with
and-
it.
Yeah.
Either way, I want to know what that gameplay is like. Is it an open world RPG?
It has to be. It's based off a tabletop RPG, so it's like
Is it really?
Just like The Witcher is based off of a novel series.
Yeah, I knew that part. I didn't know about that part.
I know there's some online element they mentioned.
Oh yeah.
online only, always online.
Either way, cyberpunk future. Matt, how are you?
Fine.
Just fine.
Oh yeah, how was DC?
Shitty.
Yeah, you had a bad night. Mark had a bad morning. You had a bad night.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time I've seen the Cavs lose. It's not the first time I've seen them play that bad either, but
Won't be the last.
probably not, no.
We're going again to see him play a real team, right?
Yeah, I'm going my birthday, a couple weeks here to see the Flyers. And I go on Super Bowl Sunday as well.
You're going to the Super Bowl of hockey.
No.
Oh.
No, the hockey's smart. They usually schedule their games in the afternoon. So by the time we commute down there, commute back, we'll be home in time for kickoff. We're seeing the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the new team, on that Super Bowl Sunday. So
That's a dope name.
Golden Knights.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like the Essex Knights, but not.
it'd be better if they were the Golden Nuggets.
Yeah.
He gets it. Denver. What else going on? You got a good week, bad week, normal week, whatever?
Yeah.
Snow hit you? I know you don't like winter.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
No.
It sucks.
Winter's dope, but snow sucks.
Thank you.
Straight
All the way
up.
around.
Thank you.
What?
Snow is dope. Winter.
No, man. Why do you like snow? You're not in school anymore. It snows. You still gotta go to work.
Exactly.
I work from home, and I still hate the
sucks.
snow.
On top of all that, wind sucks. No, wind
Oh,
blows.
yes.
Yeah, wind blows. Yeah, but
Yes.
the right amount of snow could
No.
shut everything down, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for blizzard.
Not for
You
me.
want to shut everything down? You want to shut the power
My career
down?
don't give a fuck. It's like
Dude,
Damn,
no.
you still going to
No.
work, man.
I want government shutdown level snow. I want the thing where they're like,
Well, it did shut down.
I mean, it's going.
You don't need snow.
it.
You don't need snow.
Give me.
unless you want like FF13 snow.
I don't mean like
Fuck.
I don't mean like government. I want the government to say you cannot drive.
Why?
All things are bad. Dude, do you remember that like 7 years
Yeah, it
ago?
was miserable. I got cabin fever.
It sucks, man. Actually, I know what you mean. Like the first maybe day, it's dope, but then you're like, "Fuck, I'm out of beer."
No,
Can't
and
go
then
to the store.
did we have this conversation on the podcast or was this off air?
It was probably off air.
Because yes, you're out of things. What is wet on me? Am I wet?
You're bleeding.
Oh, fuck.
No, I'm
again?
kidding. It's probably when you watch.
I
your
think I was
face.
playing with this Mountain Dew cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you run out of Mountain Dew and it's snowy. You can't go out to the.
That's the best
convenience
part.
store.
That's
Why?
the best part. Because then you go on an adventure. You get bundled up.
We used to actually do that. I remember that.
Yeah,
We used okay.
right. And
I remember
along the
that.
way, you steal things from people's yards.
I remember
You go
that.
sledding with their things that you took from them. It's
remember
amazing.
The intro song from Final Fantasy VI is in your head.
Yes.
Do. Yeah, I remember it was. That's the theme, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I remember the one time we saved the dude. He got his car stuck at 7-Eleven.
Hell
we
yeah.
saved that dude's
Save
life,
that guy's
man.
life. That guy would have his life never would have been saved had it not snowed.
We made other lives worse by building a wall at an intersection.
that too.
That's great.
we used to build, this is like younger the days when I was like 9th, 10th grade.
The good old boys.
Yeah. When the plowman would come around and they'd push it all up onto a hill and we'd hide in the hill and hit the UPS man with snowballs and give him the finger when he came running out. We had this big ass, we built a 2-story, maybe not 2-story. We built a big ass fucking igloo. Like every.
I did
Oh
that.
no, you guys went hard on the igloo game.
Holy
Oh my
shit,
god,
dude.
You had like a
built this-
fireplace in there. Yeah, like
it was-
candlelit or something.
It was nuts. We built beds. We built bunk beds inside of this igloo.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Dude, it was amazing. We brought fucking video games out to
Dude,
it.
it was wild.
We had snacks. It was great until the older kids thought it'd be funny to run in there with fire extinguishers and spray
Oh my
everyone
God.
in there.
That's
I
like,
wasn't
now
in
we're
there.
talking.
We had, you know how like you do that work and after a while you're like, God, this sucks.
Yeah.
But then there's always that one kid in the neighborhood that you're like, dude, just keep going. Well, that kid was in there and they went, is he in there? And then sprayed. But once you spray the fire extinguisher, you can't get that out of snow.
The igloo, I built one in my front yard with my brother, and we took our old wood paneling off the walls to
Yes.
reinforce the inside of it. And we just got snacks from 7-Eleven and just ate like hot dogs in there.
That's so dope. That's dope.
And then we had an extra secret room compartment. We call it the Jesus room because you had to move a big boulder out of the way to go into that part.
I like it.
So
I like
we
it.
threw snowballs at neighbors, like doors and windows, and they would come out, and we'd all just hide in there.
Hide in there.
My
Yep.
one brother just stood out there not knowing what to do, and he got all the blame.
Yep.
Son
Idiot.
of a bitch.
I'm telling you, dude, give me a big, go play my Switch out in an igloo.
Yeah, but when the power's out, and then you got to charge your Switch.
No, see, that's the thing. You don't want enough snow to kill the power or to shut down anything
you
necessary
say
like
you
the
want
internet,
government shutdown level snow.
where you can't drive in the roads. Where they're like, guys, we did not expect this to happen this big. We didn't have enough trucks. Like, remember, because that one year we got the blizzard. It was a perfect storm, literally. You had that combined with the county being under budget, so they looked at the forecast. They talked to one of those farmers who writes an almanac, and they said, "We gonna have any snow this year?" And old Don said, "Nah, we'll be all right. Maybe a little bit, but you'll be fine." And they went, "All right, cool. We're gonna dump this budget somewhere else." They fired all the snow truck people. Then the snow came out of nowhere, blizzard style, and they were not only did we get fucked with the blizzard, got fucked. Didn't have the right trucks in the
Wait,
county.
is that really what happened?
Probably. I don't know. I might be making it up. I don't
Dang,
remember.
you should have just said, yeah, man. I was really buying that. I'm like,
It sounds vaguely familiar.
What?
Like I remember there being that year specifically like a shortage of trucks because of budgeting.
whatever.
They
Snow
didn't
sucks
salt the
soup rules.
roads.
Snow sucks soup rules.
Oh man, don't bring this back.
I'm not.
I'm sad we didn't get soup tonight. I mean, I'm not. I'm happy.
No, we made
got
a wise choice tonight.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
We instead got barbecue, which is still the same result.
Oh, it's still covered in
That's what I'm
garbage.
saying. You still had to clean your beard.
Yeah, I know.
No matter what, you got to clean your beard. And this is eating like almonds.
Get that milk all over you, you know?
Yeah. I've been down to like one meal a day lately. I've been off for the last few days, so it's just been like wake up.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I wake up and then Halo and then
No,
at some
there's
point, yeah.
therein lies the
Like
problem.
was it yesterday? 2 days ago? I don't remember.
Halo's taking up your course meals.
I don't remember anymore. What is today?
Don't tell him.
All right. No, I remember.
It ends in Y.
Yeah. One of them,
Yes.
all 3 days, I wake up and make coffee. I have a Pop-Tart, or 2 Pop-Tarts, because they come 2 in a pack, Matt. 2 of them.
Yeah, if you're that person that eats the Pop-Tart, like out of the bag.
What the fuck are you?
They also
doing?
sell the individual ones. And I
No,
don't know
they
why.
don't.
They do. 7-Eleven.
God, they'll say anything.
It's not even a silver wrapping. It's just the blue harder plastic wrappings.
No, it's the silver wrapping with Scotch tape.
Yeah.
over top.
Yeah, fresh. I swear.
Yeah, no. And then, like, at night, I'm like, oh, right, I gotta eat, I guess. Ugh.
I know that. I know that feel.
That's what I did today. I woke up, Pop-Tarts. Don't remember much else. Barbecue.
That was just one slice of pizza.
For breakfast?
Yeah.
Speaking
Well, it
of
was
pizza,
more like lunch, but
did you play any video games this week?
Oh, yeah, this is a video game podcast.
I think so.
Yeah. This week, if we're not including what has happened here.
Oh, you're talking about Ninja Showdown? Let's talk about Ninja Showdown.
Okay, we can talk about Ninja
that as a
Showdown.
whole, right? Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
The video games we
That
played
is
today.
that is a game-ass game.
It's a game.
So you brought that over for... We were just doing video stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, what should we record?
I'm not good at
So-
like describing games. I'm better off just showing it, and then once you saw it,
If you just showed me the title card to that game, I'd be like,
you wouldn't have cared.
it's a Flash game. Like, it just doesn't look impressive.
Yeah.
But, man, it's
Still
really
has a frame
fun.
rate drop on PS4 though.
It sure does.
Explain.
How would you describe it? Like an arcade?
It's a very arcadey, like fast-paced action game.
It's like,
All one screen.
yeah.
Kind of
Single-
like old school Mario Bros. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
If you had old school Mario Bros, but
Very
it's
hardcore
much
take on
more-
it.
Yeah.
Super fast action, waves of enemies you have to take out, and then you kind of progress through. It's
But it's fast.
once you get it.
We haven't even done the versus mode.
Oh boy, that's
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just chaos the whole time.
Oh, it's
It
great.
is.
It's great.
But you have your sword. You have shurikens that are disposable, so you will run out.
Yeah, but the ammunition keeps popping up.
Yeah, they pop up, and then you have these special weapons. And those
Mhm.
vary between mines, bombs, Molotov cocktails, shotguns,
Yeah, it's just guns and explosives,
SMGs.
or like your occasional ninja scroll where you get replaced with a tree log and you teleport somewhere. It's random,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
and you get like the lightning cross special attack, whatever.
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
I've just learned it's better to not use explosives in that game.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's just not worth the risk.
unless there's nobody on the bottom.
That's true.
Go for it.
We got far as fuck though.
Got to the last
Like,
level,
we
though.
almost beat it. When we did our video, we only got through like. We didn't even get past the second level, did we?
I don't think so. No.
The dojo.
Oh, I was talking about today.
That's when we did
Yeah,
our.
we recorded
this,
Oh yeah, yeah
not long
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
and then today we went back to it. And, man, but yeah, was it $15 PS4?
Yep.
Steam also, I assume.
I
can
assume
guarantee
it's
you.
on the other systems.
It's probably more than likely.
When did that come out? That come out last year?
Yep.
I'd never heard of that game before. So at first, when you guys talk about it, I was like, why are people still playing Samurai Shodown, that fighting game? And I was like, oh, no, never mind.
Why wouldn't
I mean, I like Samurai Shodown.
I just didn't know it was still a thing. I'm not saying it's a bad fighting game.
No, I mean, I guess if it's ever relevant, it'd be because of Switch, I guess.
It's a very difficult game to bing.
It's from Bitmap Bureau. Bureau? How do you say it?
Bureau?
Bureau? That's the
Ninja
word.
Shodown.
Burrito?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Yeah, but Showdown doesn't have the W in
Yeah.
show. It's Showdown.
Like Shogun.
That
Yeah,
might-
it's on Steam.
Okay.
It's on STEM.
It's on
That's all you
Steam.
PS4, Xbox One, Switch,
$15.
It's on Switch?
PC, Mac, and Linux. Yeah.
No, it's on everything.
Just about everything.
Yeah, so you have no excuse. And by the way, when I went to that company's website, they have a game called Xenocrisis,
Sounds familiar.
a new original title for the Sega Genesis, which
Excuse
will
me?
be released both as a physical cartridge and also as a downloadable ROM.
I feel like I've heard of this.
So it's coming on Steam too, right? Xenocrisis?
Yeah, it looks like Smash TV.
Oh! Let me see a picture.
There's a GIF.
I'm almost certain I remember reading something about this. I didn't know it was the same people.
Oh, it looks like Smash TV.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Welcome to the podcast, man.
I love that game.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
It was.
That would work.
Ninja
as a
Blitz?
twin stick shooter.
Hold up, dude. This company's
It's kind
got...
of like, now I think about it, Ninja Shodown's kind of like that game almost.
Smash TV.
Yeah, kind of.
In a 2D side-scrolly
Yeah.
way, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that one, it actually scrolls per level. But this game is just static on.
Yeah, instead of like
Each level.
top-down view.
Dude, they got a lot of games. This might be one of my new favorite developers now.
All right, calm down.
No, seriously, I love shit like this. They have a game called 88 Heroes. We have 88 different heroes, 88 different levels, 88 seconds per level, and 88 minutes to save the world.
No, you should try Half-Minute Hero.
There are literally
Are they an
88
American
heroes.
company?
There are so no, they're from UK. There are so
Oh
many
my god, that's a
little.
lot of games.
But if I were to
These are all the heroes you play as.
Oh,
if I were to describe Ninja Shodown as another game people could be familiar with, I would say Duck Game.
Yeah.
See, I'm not even familiar with that game.
Once you see it, you're gonna be like, "Yep, pretty much. That's the same exact."
Keep going. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I mean, you're just ducks with guns, shoot each other, but that's all like versus based. The levels are random, but it's all like that same like static screen going around, special weapons and everything. When it kills, very intense, fast paced.
Also, they're making another game called Ninja Blitz.
Is it like a sequel?
It just says it's in development.
Oh, of course, we didn't mention the best feature of Ninja Shodown,
Oh, right, they dab.
Oh, the dab.
the dab,
Yeah.
which is the same button to revive your fallen teammates at the use of one of your lives, a la Smash, like team mode or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that game looks cool.
Yeah, Ninja Shodown, super cool. I would.
Pretty good.
It's not like
those are the kind of games that are like, I don't want to use hidden gem, but something like that.
like a mark.
I mean, of course, it's a trademark game, yeah. But
I don't think I could play that game by myself. Like
We kind of
No.
said that earlier too. Like you need people.
yeah,
here.
the fun is not there.
it's because you're working as a team. Like the difficulty would be too much. I think.
Oh, you'd be starting over way quicker.
Yeah.
Because, like, when 3 of us die and it's up to the 1 and all the pressure's there and you make it through and then we all come back, it's like, yeah!
There's no better feeling. Yeah, that's a fun game. What else did you get into this week?
Basically, whatever, like, we did.
A
Like,
little bit of. Yeah, you tried PUBG for the first time.
I did.
What'd you think?
I played it, I did 2 rounds. One was not recorded.
Yeah, I know.
Made it to 5th place.
So your first time playing the game, right?
First
to start.
time, Xbox,
Damn.
5th place.
'Cause you never
I mean,
played-
well, I had the help of Joe and Matt with controls and everything. But,
Wait, were you doing solo or you
Yeah.
squad
Solo.
up? Dang, man, that's awesome.
and,
'Cause
yeah,
you
that
never
was-
played it on PC or anything, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
never touched it. And then when we recorded it, I, much improved. I mean, no, I didn't really have like the mentality of like, I gotta do this. I was just like, whatever. If I die, I die. Maybe it's not the right mentality going into that game, but whatever. I had fun.
That's how I play that game.
I
You
didn't
can't go into it.
Yeah, like I didn't get that stressed about it. I'm not. You know,
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's a game where it's like you're gonna lose one way or another.
Yeah.
I just
I mean, it's cool if you win, but I don't go in expecting it.
I assume that if it comes down to shooting, which it does most times, I'm gonna lose always. So
No.
I might as well just have fun along
But
the way.
I want a mode where you're just punching. Just throw us in a building and just
I'm sure it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, I'd like to see that game like,
mosh pit mode.
be more than it is.
Well,
Like,
on PC, you can do like
There's
server
custom
browsing,
servers, yeah.
and people already have custom servers like
I just-
zombies and stuff.
Ooh.
Like I wish that game.
We almost ran into that playing on Xbox.
Oh my
What?
god.
There was like glitches
dude.
of people just standing there when you're running down a hill and just like a frozen
You'll
body
see
there.
the video's up on the site now. It's
Oh, yeah?
fucking-
It
Well,
was
I was looking for a Friday and it wasn't up there.
I forgot
Yes,
to publish it.
I don't know.
it was
I
some kind of
forgot they
lag,
had
so they were just like standing there. But that was
It was very
Dang,
eerie
yo.
it was very eerie.
because you're not. Normally,
They're in the shadows. It's
normally,
just-
when you see a body, you're like, oh shit! Like you're both ready. You're tense and you're like, we gotta fight each other. This, you see a body and you're like, hey, what are you doing? You fucking with me? And then they just don't move and you're like, all right, I'm up.
There was a glitch in DayZ, the mod at least. That same exact thing would happen when you would just like run in the field and there would be someone in a ghillie suit with their sniper rifle held out and you would just be like, wait. Did he move? Did he move? Did he move? Did he move?
just a tumbleweed.
No, I want that game to be like if it's in version 1.0, I want to see what like 10.0 looks
Jeep racing.
like. I want it to have a bunch of maps to choose from. Like, you could never do it in like Facility from GoldenEye.
But you would never be able to choose your map.
But if you could,
Oh, we do.
We still need to play that.
I know. I feel like there's a lot of potential. Like, think about like something like GoldenEye in terms of like, here's all the weapons. Here's like you can.
Here's a hidden wall you can go through.
Here, all this shit you can like fully customize, but then
Yeah.
you add the PlayerUnknown's Battleground thing to it.
Hey, what's this golden gun? Oh, don't.
Right? You know what I mean? Like that shit would be pretty dope.
Like if Counter-Strike had the PUBG mode that everybody's rumored about, I would like to see what that would be like.
Yeah.
You know?
Just
That'd be
dump
wild.
into any map. Go.
That'd be dope.
Be interested to see what they do with currency in that game,
Yeah.
because that's Counter-Strike's big hook is the economy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Well,
Like
based on
buying
the
and selling all the like fucking skins and shit?
no. In
Tiger
game.
skin, nice.
Like a regular ranked match that has 30 rounds, and within that round, like depending if you won or lost the round, you get money, and that's how you buy your gun. So like you don't start right away with AKs, you start with handguns, and you work your way up to AKs. And like that's when you watch the esport like version of Counter-Strike, the economy is a big part of it. Like what team is up in money as opposed to others who can keep buying AKs and M4s as opposed to just handguns and maybe like umps and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there are some rounds when the teammate where someone will be like, yo, I have no money, I need a gun, and someone will buy him a gun because they're just like
toss it.
stacked with money.
Got it.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that's a thing in CS. I've played CS for like 15 years now, and I always forget like money is a big factor in it. It's crazy.
It's a good game. I've been playing a little here and there.
Counter-Strike? Yeah, I know.
No.
Counter-Strike,
the other
dude.
one.
Yeah, I play a little bit more PUBG myself this week. That's probably the main thing I've been playing. Nothing new there. I mean, we know what PUBG is. I played the first-person mode for the first time.
Was that here when you did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I like that a little bit better. I feel more at home.
Really?
I think. I don't know. I'm so used to playing first-person shooters, whether it's on PlayStation or like Rainbow Six on my computer or whatever. It was just kind of nice to just go back to that in that Battlegrounds way.
When I do third person, I feel like I'm not really playing PUBG as much. But I'm doing first person, I'm just like, I feel like I'm really in the fucking zone. Like I'm like really immersed into it.
Yeah, it was a change enough where like I'm not growing stagnant in the game by any means, but it was a nice refreshing change to hop into that. Oh, this is different. This is good. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Still use that tactic of following behind a moving empty Jeep.
I have not had any more luck with that. I would have had that guy.
I know.
I'm not gonna get into it when we all watch the video, but yeah.
What a game.
Yeah.
You like that other map?
It's all right. The more and more I play it,
I'm on the same page as him.
like I'm not up. I know when the new map came out, people were upset when they got the old map because they wanted to play the new one. I think I'd rather see the old one going into a match. I'm never going to leave the match just because I got the new map or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just like there. Like I'm not looking forward to
Just-
play it. You know what I mean?
Do you know what map you're going to be going into when you start it?
Right before you
When-
board the plane.
Yeah, when you're in the pre-match lobby.
And you can't like pick, you can't vote.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
Like, you know,
Well, there's only 2 maps right now. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
But then it could be like
true.
rain mode, or if they can. I haven't played a rain mode in a while. Now
I
I
haven't
think
seen
about
the
it.
fog. I think they
Yeah.
scaled that
I think
down.
I think they turned it off
Dude,
for a
I
while.
completely forgot about that. That's gonna fuck that game up.
They
Yeah,
might
no.
turn it down because of you, the Xbox.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. I haven't played any of that.
Actually,
shit.
it might help the Xbox. Now I'm thinking about draw distance.
It could. Yeah, the fog definitely.
'Cause I notice a couple ticks in the frame rate when I get fog because I don't have to deal with the
I
draw
wonder,
distance as much.
wonder if in the future, when they get more maps, or if they do, with when it comes like to voting and all that, and like vetoing, and because that's always the worst feeling when you like play like something like Halo and you vote for a map, and then everybody like vetoes it, and then it gets the other map that you
Yeah.
never
I
wanted,
know.
like that ice one or something,
That's
and you're like, no.
it's like as we're talking about that stuff and we're saying like what we want in it, and I'm thinking about it. All I hear in my head is like the basketball shit where it's like
Yeah.
like, well, yes, well, then we need to allow teams to start trading, and once we can have teams trade cities, and we can do like then like, and I'm hearing all that we're like, no, we're gonna ruin a good thing, but like
Yeah.
I kind of want them to ruin a good thing, just a little bit, just like a tiny bit, just add
I know what
some
you
of
mean.
that stuff, not all of it,
Yeah.
just bring the good stuff.
Options are key.
Yeah, it's true. Still a dope game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt, what'd you get into this week?
I've been extremely boring. I did PUBG and Dota.
How's Dota going? You're rolling
Dota's-
some new squad members.
Yeah, I'm rolling in. Well, not squad members, so it's solo queuing, but different heroes I've been playing as.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Different heroes. That's what they're called.
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit more Blood Mage. I think that's my new primary at the moment right now.
I gotta see what this one looks like.
Looks like a blood elf from WoW.
Am I gonna be happy about it?
He's got like saw blazes arms, kind of like they're kind of cool.
Blood Mage, Dota 2.
There you go.
I don't know.
I don't mind his design at all.
Yeah, like it's okay.
It's fine.
But that's the first thing I thought of was just this looks like a Blizzard character.
I'm not picking a character for his design. I'm picking a character.
Oh,
for
he's a
his
man?
ability. Yeah.
Ah, dude, not at all what I was thinking. I was picturing.
No.
Hold on. I was picturing a wolf made out of tree bark, but the tree bark is also red sometimes.
Oh, so his bark is as rough as his bite.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like he looks. He's not literally made out of tree bark, but you look at him and you're like, he's all angular and fucked up, and then he's covered in blood also.
Just all gnarled and.
Who's the other one you've been playing as?
I played a little bit, a couple rounds of Earthshaker recently.
Earthshaker. My phone knows me well.
Why?
I started typing in Earth and it recommended Earthbound.
Within fire. Oh.
Wind and Fire.
So,
Am I looking
mean,
up the Earthshaker monster truck?
No.
Oh.
Dota 2.
He's better looking.
That's a Donkey Kong character.
That is a Donkey Kong character.
Just put a Donkey Kong skin, give him a barrel on his back.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, we looked him up last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever you
Yeah,
saw
it
my
looked
run, I was
Donkey
looking him
Kong.
up. I was like, that looks like a Matt character.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially your sniper.
yeah. No, I'm just trying.
You're playing the game the way you should by
Yeah,
like
I'm just
picking characters that make sense. I would pick it based on cosmetic alone. Do they look dope? I don't care.
You got a butt.
He did play as the one time he played as the chick, the elf chick.
Drow Ranger.
She's like dark navy blue / like
She's
very
cool as
dark
fuck.
gray.
She's
Yeah.
cool as fuck looking.
No, I realized
With like fucking silk white hair
Mhm.
coming out of a hood. And she uses a bow. She's cool as shit.
just
Yeah,
like
That's a Dota character.
I realized like I think like almost every MOBA now has like some type of Sun Wukong character, like a Monkey King, like a Goku.
Do they have any Ghostface killers?
No.
Alright.
They should make Wu Tang heroes.
Dude, if they made a Wu-Tang MOBA,
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what it takes to get you in?
dude, I would be so... I was almost
Oh
in.
man, there's a patch. You can't be old dirty bastard. What happened?
Aw.
Son of a bitch.
Get him out of a loot crate.
Ooh,
Yo,
don't-
we
no,
need
no,
to call up
don't
the
take-
Rizzo right now, dude. We got this idea.
I'll get him on the phone.
Yeah.
It's called a Woo crate.
Oh,
See, we're already in the business, baby. Shut this podcast off. We're firing up Unity. We are doing this.
Wait, and you can only play with the Wu-Tang controller from PS1.
Yes.
Yep. Perfect. Sold.
Wu-Tang controller exclusive.
Yes. I don't even remember what I was looking. Oh yeah.
But
So,
yeah,
sorry.
Like, no, you're fine. I'm just trying different characters now at this point. It's to the point where I don't even want to kind of pick sniper because I'm having fun playing as other characters. So I'm just been clicking around, trying all the 1-star difficulty heroes. Slowly going to kind of graduate to the 2-star heroes as I learn some more things about the game. There's still a lot I don't learn, like all the late game items. Someone in chat one day was telling me I should have this at this point in the game. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then I had to run. I was in the corner of the map, looking through the shop, looking for all the items in division. Like, oh, there it is. Oh, I guess I could use that. Yeah, let me try to buy that. Oh, I need 4,000 more gold. That's going to take me another 20 minutes. All right, I'll get there. I'll get there soon enough. But the one thing I did different. Another thing I tried today while I was over here. Speaking of 20 minutes. Finishing a game of Dota in 20 minutes is kind of dope.
Oh yeah, you did that Turbo Dota.
The little Turbo Dota.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's cool. Like the elements of Dota, where it gets super, where it just feels slow and you're not doing anything. That's just gone and erased. Within 10 minutes, you're team fighting, which is kind of unheard of in a regular game because you're still laning and. You may have your ultimate by 10 minutes in. With Turbo Dota, you're probably halfway to 25, 10 minutes in, which is kind of nice.
Is it a smaller map or something?
No, it's the same size map. It's all the same mechanics, but the towers have less health.
Mm.
Your character earns gold and experience at a much faster rate.
Okay.
And yeah, you just overall just level a lot quicker. So nothing is changing really about the map or the game itself. Roshan might respawn a little bit faster. I don't know that for sure, but
who?
He's the big dragon centaur thing in the middle of the map.
Oh, that sounds dope. Roshan, I was even thinking dragon.
I don't know what the hell.
He's a big fucking.
Have I seen it?
You had to run by him at some point. He's right in the middle where that stream that goes through the middle of the.
Vaguely.
Yeah, that separates the Radiant from the Dire side. He's right in the middle towards the Radiant top lane. Or the left. He's on the left side. Sorry. He's on the left side of the map, Joe.
All right.
Middle left.
But he respawns faster, you said?
Is that him?
That's him.
Oh, he's a badass.
Yeah, but so, all right. So, Dota beginner lesson. When you kill Roshan, he drops the Aegis. The Aegis is an item that will revive you instantly when you die. So it's a good idea to get to try and kill Roshan before making a big rush to end the game. So that way, if your key character goes down, he pops right back up to kind of keep carrying you on to victory. Gotcha. So, but yeah, it's not one of those things where you'll see Roshan die once in a game. He'll usually die 3 or 4 times depending on how the game's going. But yeah, that's the only thing that might be different as far as times go. The courier, the one that delivers your items, he goes a lot more streamlined and a lot quicker too. So, worrying about item management between your teams and make sure they get delivered out, you don't have to really worry about that too much either. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, no, it was a nice change of pace. I will probably keep playing that. It's nice to I think it's a quick way to kind of get through some more characters.
Just to get practice.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun playing that here. Even though I lost both games I played in it, but
I think it's still a cool. To have variety in it, have a different game mode to at least. It's still building on that core skill set, so you can take it back. Dota,
you're still doing all the same things you're normally doing. You're just kind of doing it at a faster pace. And I understand why, if I can totally see why someone who's played 400 hours of this game, all of a sudden this mode comes in and they don't like it. I totally get that. But for someone who just hopping in, or someone like me that I'm getting close to the 100-hour mark, I'm not there, but it's a nice way to get more exposure to different characters without.
It sounds like
looking
a way,
at my watch before I start. Is it really worth it just to try a new character one time? Yeah.
So is Turbo Dota something that now you can fill your lunch breaks with?
No, because I gotta bring everything with me.
You couldn't just do it.
Nah, I tried trackpad one time. It's just the worst. I could do the keyboard. The keyboard's fine. I've managed to do that before, but I need a mouse for that game.
But potentially, I'm talking like just in terms of time.
Oh yeah.
You could eat and play that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was finishing games. I think I finished one of the games in 20 minutes. The other one went like the more traditional 30 minutes. That's what the main menu, like, that's how Valve kind of advertises it as like a 30-minute game. So, pretty cool.
Dope. Speaking of dope, what'd you get into this week?
Hey, I'm having a pens down approach for every game I play except for Street Fighter V right now.
Pens down?
Yeah, you never heard pens down?
Take notes.
At work, it's something like when you have like something that's due, and then everybody needs to be on deck. It's like, all right, pens down. Like, you know when you're taking a test? It's like pens down. You know what I mean? So it means like I'm done playing every other game except for Street Fighter V right now.
All right.
Because I'm getting ready for Winter Brawl. I know I'm not gonna fucking even be like the top 20 in Winter Brawl, but
you never know.
It's this arcade mode edition thing it's like a whole new game. It's I don't know why.
Like
it's just
balance
so much,
changes, characters.
Yeah, they added so much.
They added so much to it. Like this is how Street Fighter. I think this is like what they had in mind for Street Fighter V when it was originally supposed to came out. Because for starters, it has an arcade mode now. Like
and multiple versions.
Versions. Like you play. Like they have like the OG Street Fighter arcade mode, and then you have like Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 3. I'm not saying it in order because it's in a weird order.
It's 1, 2, Alpha, 3, 4, 5, but it'll tell you chronologically what game belongs where, and it will use characters from those games in that arcade mode.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's like you're playing like if you're playing that like you're playing Street Fighter 2 but Street Fighter 5. So they'll take the characters that are in Street Fighter 5 and they'll put them in Street Fighter 2.
All right, I get that.
So it doesn't have all the characters from Street Fighter 2
yet.
Because if they put E Honda in there, I'm gonna do some jumping jacks, man. That's my homie.
That's like I think that's the only one you'd be missing because they're adding Sagat soon. They're adding Blanca.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you're right.
Because they're part of the season 3
Wait,
pack.
DJ was.
Oh wait,
was
DJ.
I think it was Super.
Yeah, but like he wasn't introduced until Fei Long was introduced in Cammy.
Yeah.
Because Cammy's not even in that arcade mode, I think.
And I have
really?
this, right?
Yeah.
On PS4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you just got to download the 13 gigs?
Because I just bought regular old Street Fighter 5, so I just...
Yeah, because that's all. I just bought... I didn't even buy the season pass. I just bought...
Yeah, the character packs are cheaper now. And you get a free trial of Sakura with season 3.
I think I already have
She's interesting. Yeah. I was playing her for a little bit.
It's kind of bummed it's a trial. It's like a tease.
Yeah.
But it's cool at the same time. You get to try to fight her before buying them.
That's how Injustice did it with... Because I went on the one day... We talked last week about Enchantress for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I thought she was out because I kept seeing things popping up. She actually came out this Tuesday. But I played prior to her release. And as I'm playing it, I was looking... Like, it showed up in the menu that she was available. I was like, oh yeah, let me download her real quick.
Yeah.
Wouldn't download, but there was a multiverse event where you could jump in, play as Enchantress, so you can get a feel for her leading up to her release.
Okay.
And then if you didn't have it, you
I got to
buy
keep
it.
a lookout for that. For, you know who.
That'll, yeah.
But yeah, just been playing... Like, I didn't really do single player that much. Like, I just did the original Street Fighter playthrough thing, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do ranked online, because that's all I play now, is just ranked online. I'm just...
I'll say, yeah, let me know when, if any more practice or whatever. See...
Yeah, no, I mean, we'll definitely...
We'll
see
how much I can entertain you.
No.
And your fight stick?
Yeah.
Ball or bat?
Oh, man.
Ball. Yeah, it's a jack, because it used to be Akku's.
Nice.
Yeah.
I tried arcade stick for like a little bit during Street Fighter 4. Like I kind of got used to it, but then like that fight pad came out, which just looks like a Sega controller.
The 6 button. Yeah,
my friend.
But now since I'm on a PS4, I'm so used to a DualShock controller as my main like weapon of choice.
See, that's what the guy Jeff that we play, he's like really fucking good at. He uses DualShock 4.
I feel more in control with my thumb than my whole hand to move something.
It has its benefits. It definitely
I don't know.
has its benefits.
I think if I'm gonna get into Street Fighter, I gotta use a different controller because I'm so used to that one for the Injustice side of things. My brain doesn't work right.
It doesn't work that. It's not gonna work that way because I use the same fight stick with all fighting games I play, and your attitude kind of changes.
I just feel like when I was playing Street Fighter, I was bad because I couldn't shift my way of thinking.
I guess
I mean, you can also assign the buttons however you want to.
Yeah.
So. That goes for both arcade and controller.
I'll try it. I'll see if I can.
It's just a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
fucking love Street Fighter 5 Simulator because I mean I signed up for like 5 fucking games for this thing, and I bought Tekken. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought Tekken, and then I played online, and I had my ass handed to me. Jesus
It'll happen.
Christ!
Tekken's no joke.
I played 8 rounds. I didn't even win like all round. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Because
just
like the
8
way they
matches
get you,
done.
they get you with the juggles, and once you're down, they hit you when you're down. Like
Yeah.
they'll fight
I
dirty.
think that's what throws me off.
Tekken
It's
fights
like,
dirty.
Yeah, and it's like people whip out these combos and they just don't make any fucking sense. It's like I'm blocking. Like,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
No, I had that because after you talked about it last week, getting into it, I jumped back into Injustice, and then I was like, I just kept doing like multiverse events, little whatever here and there, and tried the Enchantress stuff, and then I was like, got this. Let me go online real quick.
Nope.
Swept. I was like, wait, but wait. There was one guy like I think I got a hit in, and I was like, all right.
Because there's just
That's my
people
goal
who just
today.
like there's just people who spend like 8 years just mastering one combo,
The-
and that
the-
is
yeah.
it.
The one guy like I got pretty decent with Green Lantern before I fell off of that game.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let me jump in. It's like my first or second round playing online. And dude loads in, and it's Enchantress. And I was like, okay, well, she just came out yesterday. So, dude's already got her at level 20. Like, with all level 20 gear. And I'm like, all right, it'll be fine. We were playing, like, without the gear stats actually
Okay.
changing anything. But still, like,
Yeah.
you could see the dedication. And I was like, do I have to worry about this? And then, yeah, I did.
That's
Son
my
of a bitch.
that's my only issue with Street Fighter so far. Whenever like I try to fight somebody online, is they just try to pull off the same chain to get you in. Like that's all they have.
Yeah, it gets kind of
And
predictable.
it's like,
almost.
is it really a fighting game at that point anymore, or are you just I don't know.
That's-
Eye hand coordination is.
have you played ranked online?
I think I tried one match.
It's a whole other like ballpark. It's
Yeah.
I like because I said that before. Like I was scared to play ranked, but then they were
I
like,
feel- I
"Who
feel
the
like-
fuck cares? Just play ranked." I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like ranked is a better area to be in.
Oh
than
yeah, I refuse to
casual
play casual
matches.
now. Like, cause I mean, I've come to the point.
Because
Like,
most of my
I
issues
couldn't-
are from casual.
Huh?
Most of my issues with it are from
Yeah,
casual.
like it's I don't know. Casual is just kind of boring, but like ranked, like I don't know. It's kind of pathetic because I'll sit there and like I'll get really focused into it. Like I'll start sweating and shit. At the end of each round, I'm like kind of talking to myself out loud. Like and I'll be like, all right, he's gonna come in aggressive, so I got to do this, blah blah blah. And then like it. Ever since I've done that, and then ever since I have the mentality of playing to learn, not playing to win, like my
Yeah.
rank is already better than. It doesn't make sense. It's better than when I tried to win. But now that I'm not, I don't really give two shits about it. Like my rank has just got, like I've gone up a league,
Huh.
and so I went from bronze to super bronze
Yeah.
now.
Nice.
Yeah, and the last time I was on super bronze, like when I was playing to win, I was riding that train for like 2 rounds, and then that game when you rank down, it's not quiet about it. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
round, it'll be like, "Dude, rank down," and you're just like, it's like,
All
everybody
right.
can hear it, stop. Yeah, but yeah, I fucking love that game. Aside from that, like I mean, when it comes to like consoles and PC, that's all I've been playing. But on my phone, I'm still playing Phantasy Star 2,
How's that?
and it's an old school RPG. It's an RPG. That's pretty much
Does
like, huh?
Does it play close to old Final Fantasy? Like, what's it?
It's more like a. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut in.
No.
It's more like a Dragon Quest approach, where it's like, or Earthbound, but you can see your character. I think the back of their heads
Mm-hmm.
on the menu, but they attack frontward.
Okay.
See, it's weird though because like when you go into battle, you can just hit attack, but you don't select who you attack.
Mm.
It's kind of just like attack whoever's on the
I see.
field. But there's like an STG, like everything's abbreviated. I guess because the menu's so fucking small in the
Yeah.
Genesis. And from there you can like select who you attack, or you can select if you want to use like any kind of spells and whatnot.
I played that game like the tiniest bit just to get the trophy in
The Genesis collection.
yeah. I don't know if it was 2 that they had on there, but one of them I had to play
No, it
through.
was 2. No, it had 2, 3, and 4 on there, I think.
And yeah, and you only had to play a part of one of
Yeah.
them. You had to like get a fucking
It was 2.
stick
It was
in
2.
a tower or
It was
something.
2. Yeah,
Because I remember I got that trophy. I think it was my first platinum.
could be. I don't know.
Mm.
But yeah, that game, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've always wanted to play Phantasy Star 2 ever since I first played it on Dreamcast.
It's good on the phone?
Smashback. I like it on the phone. I don't mind. It's because it's the Sega Ages thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got like the
Or
on-screen,
Sega Forever.
the
Yeah.
D-pad, on-screen D-pad. But I mean, it's an RPG. It's not like I'm playing Comic Zone on it, so I enjoy
true.
it.
True.
Mhm. What about you, Joe?
I beat Halo 4 and 5.
Just blazing through. I'm impressed.
Well, Blaze through is done.
It's,
Done.
Yeah.
8 games in under 2 months.
Have you felt like you've been able to like appreciate them,
Dude,
like stop and smell the roses, or
Yeah. I've like taken time in between each one. I mean, clearly, or obviously not the same amount of time that other people had to digest these things, but yeah, I made sure to like make a conscious effort of like walking away, thinking about it, taking it in, and then I told you before I was like, kind of going through the old marketing and looking at like reading like forums from specific years and being like, what were people excited about? What did people think? What was that conversation like? And yeah, I don't know. It's very. I finished 5 last night, and I just kind of sat there like, what do I do now?
because last we talked, you were still playing Reach.
Yeah,
I think
That was
last
last
week.
PSP, was it Reach?
Last week, I think we were talking about Reach,
He was on. Yeah.
and you're talking about the dog fighting and everything.
Yeah.
right.
And then I was like, "There's a part that I want you to get to,
Oh yeah, what was the part?
so we could talk about it."
The hidden stuff that I didn't get to.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was an Easter egg. So there's a level where you're flying through the city. You have to shoot down all those like hovercrafts and everything. Sometimes you have to go into buildings and kill a couple things. And one of them you go into is a nightclub.
Never found that.
And I mean, but if you go around the building to another entrance, you hit some sort of switch or whatever. Go back up to the main entrance. All of a sudden, there's a DJ and everybody's dancing, and it's to a club remix of the Halo theme.
Oh, that's cool.
And they won't hurt you. Or
Yeah, you can
anything.
go in, dance with them, hang out.
Yeah, but like if you punch one of them though, you hear the record scratch like, and then they all start attacking you, and it's like super hard.
That's
But
wild.
I thought that was so cool.
That's cool.
And then there's a little Master Chief Easter egg at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, the very end.
There's like during a cutscene when you're shooting down all these ships, and then I guess it's the Pillar of Autumn that comes through, or a different ship.
Yeah.
If you just like do like a old little like Metal Gear trick with a cutscene and move a right stick over, you'll see Master Chief in the pod.
Oh, that's cool.
Waiting for deployment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all right, so yeah, I beat Reach, I guess, since last we talked. What an ending. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know that nothing was gonna...
All that sacrifice. Man. Going down swinging.
Yeah, really good. And then it was so that was the end of the Bungie era, into the 343 era with 4, and like right off the bat, 4 like just feels like a different game. Not in a bad way necessarily. You're just like, you can feel that the DNA's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
It still feels like Halo, but it's just it's different. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know. It's like if I tried to make like my mom's lasagna, like I could probably do an okay job following ABC, but it's still not gonna be mom's.
It's not Mom's soul.
Right. So it's, I don't know, same thing. Ew. Barbecue sauce on my arm, but it looks like shit.
Did you like it?
Ooh, it smells good.
That's good shit.
It's that jalapeno one.
Oh, okay.
So when we were upstairs looking at your neighbor across the street, we noticed there was a Halo book on the coffee table.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, good.
That's the Easter egg for tonight.
Yeah, Ben's got an Easter egg eye. I went there.
Yeah.
So that was, oh shit. That was where I kind of went. I was like, well, what do I do next? And I ordered that. I haven't cracked it yet. It's just sitting on the coffee table
What is
waiting.
it?
I ordered Fall of Reach. I think it's the first. I hope it's the first.
Is it a novel?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they've got that whole expanded.
They've had that for a while too.
Since the
Yeah.
game, since Halo 1 came out, that was the book that launched with it. So we'll see. I don't know.
Are they tied to the games at all?
Yeah, a lot of like there's stuff that tied directly into like Halo 1 through 2. Then there was a lot of stuff that was just kind of set in that universe. And from what I understand, a lot of the later books tie into what's happening now in the Forerunner saga.
Like was Bungie part of it?
Field.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them, I forget which, because there's a lot of different books. Like a lot of books.
Yeah.
Some of them, the main story writer, Joseph Staten, has written those books. Sorry. All the dinner's coming up now. But yeah, 4 takes place, you meet the Prometheans, who are super dope, but also very Metroid. Like, you're playing it and you're like, Yeah, they did have some ex-retro people working on this game
Nice.
a little bit, and then
I say, are they like the Chozo?
they're like really
Just that name
angular.
alone just makes me think. That.
Yeah, but they're really angular like that, and they're more like metallic robot-y type thing. They look, when you look at it, like they just look like Metroid Prime characters. Not in a bad way, kind of dope. But the story revolves around after the events of 3, where they're floating through space.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the stories are kind of disjointed. It's just weird. Like there's some pretty big leaps in what do you call it?
Logic.
Yes. You're like
Like,
okay, sure, all right, we'll do that.
no, like
Sometimes you just gotta let it slide.
I was like no continuity errors or.
No, not really. It was just like it picks up where that left off. And the Covenant have now, like, some slip hole opened up or slipstream opened up, and there's like thousands of Covenant ships all surrounding the back half of the ship that Cortana and Chief are floating on. And she's like, well, fuck, gotta wake you up. She wakes him up from prior sleep. It's only been 4 years. And there's something, I forget now the beginning of it. But the whole crux of the story, the whole backbone of the story is that Cortana's dying. She's like,
Because she was getting all corrupted in 3.
right. In 3, she's kind of fucked up. And then in 4, it's really fucked up because she's past her lifespan. There's an average lifespan of AI, and she's after when she's expected to sort of degrade.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads you through 4, all the way up to the end of it. I'll let you fill in the blanks. I don't want to spoil. If someone's in my shoes and hasn't played the Halo games, I don't want to be the one that spoils anything. Well, actually, I'm going to have to be, because we're going to talk about Halo 5. So Cortana kind of dies. I know. She kind of, like, sacrifices herself. She creates...
Oh, it's
She, like, uses...
not too far from her human counterpart. In Reach, that whole mission was to deliver Cortana.
So she kind of like does that to save Master Chief in the very end, and it like the only way he escapes is because she like did the final thing to help push him out.
Didn't that happen in Mass Effect?
Probably.
Spoilers for Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2. Like the same exact thing.
I don't know.
An AI?
Like the AI. Was it even Mass Effect? There was a game when the AI goes like, starts going corrupt. And then the normal AI is like, I'm committing suicide for you to live on.
Oh, Halo 4 did that.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, it there's a lot of the things in there where it felt very, very like, I've seen this before.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I had the same
because you're
thoughts.
saying this and I'm like seeing it, but I've never played.
I'm
Halo
sure there's
4.
shows or games or whatever that share that trope.
No, yeah, I've had the same kind of like, her. Well, not really. That's a whole
That's
different...
a dope movie.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Portal
2?
That's what I'm thinking. Something she becomes potato.
Yeah.
But Halo 5 is all about it seems like the little remnant of Cortana that was remaining at the end, the corrupted part now still lives on in 5. So Master Chief gets a signal, and it's Cortana, and she's on this one planet, Meridian. So he's got to go to Meridian to try and find her. And the whole story bounces between playing as Master Chief with his little squad. It's almost like Reach 2. You're playing through as Chief and his squad, and then you jump to a different Spartan named Locke, a.k.a. Luke Cage.
Oh, is that what you guys talking about earlier?
Yeah. Like if you watch the Marvel Netflix stuff, like it's Luke Cage, and they very much like it is him.
He's
like,
sweet Christmas.
But
everything.
You get his actual voice acting too?
No, like it's the actor, and they in this game,
wow.
the mocap they did it. They use his likeness as the character, so you're looking at it, and it's like that's him. I forget the guy's name now.
Yeah, I forget too.
He's got one of those three names, doesn't he?
Just where it's
Luke Locke,
where it's like 3 first names or whatever.
Yeah, it's John Jacob Jingle.
That's what I was saying.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
That's the one.
That's the defensive end for the New York Giants.
That's what I was thinking too.
No, it's just Mike Coulter.
Yep, there you go.
Yep, 3 names.
3 names.
Mike Coulter.
But him and the other dude, who's that guy? Nathan Fillion.
I don't know who that is.
He's in it?
He's in it. He reprises his role as Buck from ODST
Yes!
in 5.
Yes!
Really kind of cool. So yeah, you jump between those two squads the whole time, and it basically Master Chief is defying the UNSC, saying, "I'm going to go after Cortana," and they're like, "No, you're not." And they try and send in Locke and his people to go stop.
Oh wait, is Buck part of Locke's crew?
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Yeah, and they try and send them to go stop Chief. But the problem with 5 though is like all of the cool parts, like the part where those two like go head to head, happens in a cutscene. You don't do any of it.
You don't do anything?
No. The very beginning of the game, as soon as it opens up and everyone's like dropping in, they're like fucking skiing on their feet and sliding through all this snow and shooting Covenant. You don't do any of it. You just watch it all happen. And you're like, I want to shoot him. Can I shoot? And then no. There's a lot of cool story beats that all happen because I don't know if they worked with Blur for this one like they did with the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, but it looked really, really sharp like Blur. And it was sharp like Blur.
Ironic.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like an oxymoron.
That's the term.
But it looked like their style. I don't know if it was just like, hey, let's do some really cool showpieces, and then I don't know. Also, they modernized the controls, which fucked me up a little bit. Like, there's
Left trigger to look down the sights.
yeah. I went to go throw a grenade, and I'm looking down the sight.
Yeah, because usually you click in the right stick, right?
Yep. I clicked in the right stick, and I'm crouching. I'm like, what's happening?
You can't switch it?
No, you can, but I was like, I'll play it the way they intended me to do it. But then, like,
No. Southpaw, go.
You can only
No,
take it
I would
so
never
far.
go Southpaw. But
it was weird, very weird. I tried to, what's the other one? I tried to crouch, and then B in this game is something else entirely. It's very weird. Very weird. I think B's melee in this.
That sounds about right.
but you beat it.
Yes, I beat 5. I did that one all kind of in one sitting yesterday. I
So
was
it was
off.
what, like 8 hours?
Yeah, roughly. Started it in the morning, just kind of went all the way through.
What's your overall feeling?
I like 5. I think 5 might be my favorite one since 2. Like 3.
Could you rank them in order?
Yeah, I would say. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. 2, 5. No, 2.
Tip of tongue. We're not going to judge you. Just spit it out.
All right. Hold on. 2, 5, 1, reach, 3, ODST, 3, 4, ODST. Did I get them all?
I think so.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I think so. And this is me just playing single player campaigns, none of the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
Although I did jump into multiplayer in Master Chief Collection a little bit, but it still takes, what do you call it? A pregnancy term in order to get into one match. So I haven't played many of those. And 5, I've been doing a lot of the multiplayer stuff because it pulled in. There's like a little bit of that Destiny like gear collecting stuff that like scratches some stupid itch that I have for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. I don't know where that's gonna go or what that's gonna turn into, but
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of it. The one thing I hate about Halo multiplayer is what I've always hated about it is that everyone's always just fucking jumping around and all over the goddamn place.
You gotta be moving.
And I don't know I don't know how to do that shit. And there's no way for me to learn because the second I jump into a match, I'm dead. It's just.
Well, then in that case, just grab a sniper and go somewhere.
I grab a sniper and I'm like, and then other people grab a sniper and they're bouncing off the fucking ceiling, just like ping, ping. I'm like, I don't get it.
You wouldn't like Titanfall then?
I can like ease into that shit, but it's rough.
Yeah,
I
can imagine.
But yeah, I don't know. It feels weird. I installed Halo Wars last night, much against Matt's.
I've heard okay things about that.
Yeah, no. It's been a while since I played an RTS.
If anything, I think that's a gateway to RTS. Is that game?
Yeah, I mean, I love me an RTS game, and this one was the one that.
Let me tell you about one. It's called Dota.
No, that is not an RTS. No, that's a game for recruitment of
Think
officers
about
of the
it.
law.
You're getting there.
Mm-mm.
You're getting there.
Mm-mm.
Fighting off an army capturing some outpost.
There's ones that they made for like I think like tablets, like iPad or something, where it's kind of like, but they released those versions on Steam and they're basically like twin stick shooters.
The
Spartan Wars.
Dude,
Yeah.
so I've been really excited to play those.
I have them, but they're okay.
They got delisted from the App Store. What? iOS 11.
Steam.
I know. They're on Xbox. I have them on Xbox One.
Oh, okay.
But they've been delisted from the App Store because iOS 11 broke them.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, because they're 32-bit, right? I guess.
It wasn't even. I thought it was the 32-bit thing. It's not. They were 64-bit, so they should be compatible. But something about it just broke those games, so they delisted them from the App Store. Buzz says that they will come back.
Who?
Buzz.
No doubt.
No, I mean, like,
Lightyear?
Yeah.
There were some rumblings on their website that said like, yeah, we're gonna put them back up once they're fixed, but there's no timeline for any of that shit.
Because I didn't know they were on those platforms at first. I just got them on
earn
Steam.
achievements too on your you can earn Xbox achievements by playing a game on your iPhone, which is why years ago I almost bought them and downloaded them, but I didn't. Yeah, but Halo Wars. The only reason I was interested in that is because of Jason Schreier's book, Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. There's one of the games he highlights is that book, or that in one chapter is that game, and that was what kind of kickstarted this whole Halo obsession recently, where I was like, yeah, because it was like I read that book right after we kind of walked out of Destiny.
So Halo Wars, the writing of that started you to play all these games but that one.
Yes.
Are you guys talking about Spartan Assault?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Spartan Assault, not Spartan.
That's on STEM right now. I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
But reading that chapter on Halo Wars, I was like, man, I never played those. I missed out on all that shit. And then boom, 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 boom. I mean, there was a lot of things like when the Master Chief Collection first got announced, I was like, oh, there's my way in. I should buy an Xbox. And then that asshole, remember that story?
Oh, the Best Buy
yeah,
associate, dude.
That guy that was trying to ask me how much money I had.
Oh, I remember you told me about that.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah, that I was like, well, I'm not buying an Xbox today. Suck it. Yeah. Yeah, Halo. So Halo's done, and then this is next.
What's that?
That's Metroid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
I know.
I was talking for the listeners.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the next one. I jumped back into Metroid Prime today, like for 5 minutes, just to reacclimate myself with the controls and see where I left off in that game, and fuck, it's good.
And start that guy over.
I don't have to. I'm good. I got my bearing. Yeah.
All right, no doubt.
And that game, man, still looks good, even 16, 17 years later. And
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. There it is.
Cool.
I like video games.
You don't feel burnt out?
God no, dude. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I really want to. So in the Master Chief Collection, they have playlists, and I'm gonna do that next, where you go back and it runs you through random missions, and they're kind of like, here's mission 2 from Halo 3 and mission 1 from Halo 4. Like it just a whole string of them. I'm gonna do
Just
those.
make your own playlist.
They've got preset ones. I'm gonna run through those. I'll make my own. Like I'm like fully in.
Cool. I like that.
Fell asleep last night watching the.
How do you feel about Destiny now?
I jumped into Destiny I played Destiny for like an hour this week. There was a mission in Halo 4 I just couldn't get through, and I was like, let me jump back in here. And I went back to Destiny, and it was alright. My light level went up a few. Got some cool new gear. Wandered around a little bit, did some public events. It's still the same ass game, but I don't know. I get if I were someone who's playing that game every day, why everyone's upset about that game. But, there's a lot of video games out there, so maybe just don't play that game every day. I don't know.
I didn't know after playing Halo if that changed your view on.
It definitely sucks that there's not as much of a story in that game because Halo's so rich with that shit.
Yeah.
But I like the persistent online stuff. That's kind of cool. I like that in Destiny. But I don't know. Halo 5's got some cool. There's a Warzone thing now where it feels like a public event in Destiny, except you're just kind of queuing up into it. But it was me and 8 people on a fire team, and we jump in and you have missions, and it's like, hey, take out these 3 things, take out 20 jackals, do this.
How long did Halo 5 come out?
2015. Yeah.
Wow, surprised it still has a
They keep updating it. They keep adding things to
Okay.
it, and
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
out of that loop.
no,
I just didn't know if that was still like a game people cared about or.
I think so. Apparently, I don't know.
A lot of Halos.
It's true, but they're good, man. I'm gonna do. I got stuff in the works for the freecheese.com and the Halo franchise. I can't not play through 8 of those fucking games and not do something. But
That's cool.
yeah, we're gonna take a break. When we get back, we're gonna talk about cardboard video games.
Oh boy.
Right after this. It's the second half of the show, the part where we talk about news. We're gonna save the big one for the end, Matt. But a couple little things popped up this week I wanted to throw out there. Scribblenauts.
That's a name we haven't heard in a while.
I know. So every like 7-ish months, I'll say 7 months, I go, man, Scribblenauts was great. What's Fifth Cell up to? Because then I look them up and I'm like, oh yeah. And then this game popped up and I was like, oh shit, that's cool.
Is this
But
also Fifth Cell?
It's not Fifth Cell. It's also like, so I did a little bit of digging this week. And so this game is called Scribblenauts. I already forgot the name of it. There goes my digging.
Isn't like Showdown or something like that?
That sounds right.
Ninja
Ninja
Showdown.
Shodown, yeah.
Yeah. Ninja, yeah, that's the one.
I don't know what the name is.
Yeah, no, Showdown. Scribblenauts Showdown.
Okay.
But it's being developed by Shiver Entertainment, who I'm going to double check now while we're here. But when I looked earlier in the week, the only Shiver Entertainment I could find was a company who makes weird horror sci-fi. Like shit that Ben would buy on Steam is the stuff that this company makes, and they're making this game.
Would you like to name these games? So, just for a friend.
No, because I can't find their. No, this is different. There was There was a Shiver game company I found that all their pictures were like these creepy ass horror things. Now the one that I think is developing it is Shiver.net is their website, a Miami-based software development company.
Okay.
It doesn't say that like on their page that they're actually working on the game. It doesn't actually say at all what they've worked on. It just
Hey, we're here.
hey, we're here. Want to catch some culture? Miami has art festivals and outdoor food and wine extravaganzas. Join Shiver today. But it doesn't say if they've actually worked on any games. But I don't know. Either way, so Scribblenauts Showdown is a minigame collection kind of thing based in the Scribblenauts universe, coming out Switch, PS4, Xbox One, March 6th, 2018. First time that any of these games were released for PlayStation or Xbox. They've come out.
Yeah, it's always Nintendo stuff, right?
Always Nintendo. They put Unlimited out on PC,
Okay.
but yeah, always Nintendo until now. The Fifth Cell kind of created Scribblenauts. Warner Brothers bought it up, and then that was kind of it. The last one that came out was Unmasked, the DC Comics one. They were working on something called Scribblenauts Fighting Words, but it was canceled in 2016. They laid off 45 employees, including the lead animator.
That ain't good.
Last I saw, they were trying to do this weird. They were doing a crowdfunding thing, and yeah.
I've always appreciated Scribblenauts. I've only played the first one though, so it's like very bare bones compared to the other games. But I remember I was so excited for that game coming out on the DS, and I didn't have I'm not sure if I had other systems at the time. Might have been just that for a little bit. But it was because that game came out in 2009, September, and there was a midnight release going on for Batman Arkham Asylum. and I was in line for Scribblenauts.
Heck yeah.
And
Nice.
I even had like the hat that he wears.
The little, oh man.
Yeah.
You're all in.
I mean, because I was doing it more like as a joke, but then I was like kind of serious. I was starting to lean into it because like everybody here, like everyone was just talking about Batman. Like all these like edgy kids would come up and just wait in line for him. It's like
Gerbs.
just to be there. I mean, this is while I was working at GameStop too.
Oh, okay.
So it was just a night that I was off.
You had to hide in the crowd.
And I mean, because I worked with my friends, so we were all just chilling there, just hanging out. It was like a little hangout spot for us, I guess. And so whenever somebody would ask us, "What are you in line for?" I'm like, "What do you think?" And I'm wearing a hat, just pointing at it. Good times.
No doubt.
Fifth Cell. So yeah, this game looks cool, but I think the other interesting thing that led me to find is that Fifth Cell is working on something. They have a teaser on their website. Their website is nothing but this purple background.
Somebody's
with,
pointing.
little character silhouettes, and it just says early
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
2018. Download on the App Store, get it on Google Play. But it doesn't. Those links aren't clickable.
Of course.
When you go to their Twitter, they have not tweeted since 2015. Prior to that, they had not tweeted since 2013.
Oh, taking the fuck.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, yeah.
Yeah.
Taking that.
They have replied to people's tweets, but not really also. So, I don't know. But yeah, Scribblenauts Showdown looks cool. I think that universe lends itself to like a cool party game, right?
I've never played it, so I don't know
can
what's going on.
You can summon Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
You could summon demons. You could say giant purple demons, and it would bring out giant purple
I'm
demons.
just wondering how that works. Like, if you were just like giant candle, would it like?
Yep.
Yeah, like over time, that game has evolved its engine of like adjectives and nouns and all that.
That is wild. I just
think
want to see
you-
how it works.
Made
I
art
would-
for all that.
If they have unlimited on PC for cheap enough, I would jump into that if I were you. I think you'd like it. They're cool.
It's just like little like puzzle levels.
Let
and
me
you,
check
You just
then.
gotta like solve it your own way. So that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
But there was like a little cheat you could do, like a hack in the first one, where the majority of the puzzles could be solved with a basket, a rope, and the vending machine, and you just put the item the start that you're trying to get into the basket, somehow attach that to the vending machine. You're able to move the vending machine or something and just bring it right to you.
Yeah. I got another story by way of Gematsu that I found pretty interesting. It's the Media Create sales for January 8th through January 14th. So
It's very specific.
yeah, it's just basically Gematsu does a weekly sales roundup of Japanese sales. I do not know if this is just physical or physical and digital. It does not specify, but I found some interesting things hiding in here in these numbers. Now this is Japan,
It's probably both.
probably, but so starting off its first week on sale in Japan, Dissidia Final Fantasy NT at the top of the list with 105,667 units sold.
They would.
Number 2 of that week, Splatoon 2, 34,632
Oh, man.
units sold.
You got knocked out from number 1.
Life to date sales on Splatoon 2, 1,917,342. Just Japan. Number 3, Super Mario Odyssey, 28,193 copies sold. Life to date sales, 1,536,340
So Splatoon beat
in
Mario Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's wild.
Well, Splatoon's also had longer
But notice,
lifespan.
we're in the top 3. 2 of the top 3 are Switch games. It's so
Wait,
like
what was the first one again?
the new Dissidia game,
Oh,
Final
okay.
Fantasy game.
Numbers the game.
And that's on PS4, yeah. Number 4, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 22,000 units sold, 1.2 million life to date. There's more specifics. I'm just not going to keep going specific. Number 5, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, 21,000 units sold with 1.4 life to date.
Beat that Yokai Watch ass.
But listen to that. Pokemon on 3DS, a platform with a huge install base, and it's Pokemon life to date 1.4 versus Splatoon's 1.9. It's this shit's baffling. Number 6, Mario Party: The Top 100. Number 7, Breath of the Wild for Switch. Number 8.
That's hilarious that Zelda's on that low.
Number 8,
Was
Earth
not
Defense
expecting
Force 5 on PS4.
Oh yeah.
Number 9,
Forgot about that
Yokai Watch Busters 2 Treasure Legend Banbaria Sword Magnum.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And then number 10, ARMS.
Zelda's not on that list?
There was.
Seven.
It was
Zelda was 7.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm deaf, man.
I'm going to real quick just go boom,
Yeah,
boom,
just
boom,
do
boom.
it.
From 11 through 20, Call of Duty World War II for PS4. On Switch, 1-2 Switch. Animal Crossing, New Leaf plus Amiibo. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Switch version. Super Bomberman R, still charting for some reason. Snipper Clips Plus. Kirby Battle Royale. Yakuza Kiwami 2. Minecraft for Vita.
Whoa.
Vita in the top
Whoa.
20. And then finally, Monster Hunter, what do they call it? It's not XX. Cross? Double cross? Double cross.
Probably double.
10-10.
Monster
I'm gonna
Hunter
go 10-10.
Double Cross Nintendo Switch version in the top 20. In the top 20, you've got one.
Wait, you said Xenoblade Chronicles 2
Two.
Switch version.
I was just specifying that it was Switch.
I was like,
I mean, it's only on Switch.
Wait, what was Call of Duty? Was that PS4?
Yes.
All right.
So nothing on Xbox.
No,
charting.
they don't like Xbox.
But PS4 had 1, 2, 3, 4 entries. Vita had 1. The rest were all Switch or 3DS.
Dude,
in
Vita
some
had
cases.
1. Hold on. So,
I know.
It's just I don't know.
And it's Minecraft. I guess that's the.
All right.
Minecraft.
It's
Actually,
wild. No, I'm saying like the.
I saw something else I didn't read before. You want to talk about the software stuff, or you want to hear hardware and then talk about everything collectively?
The latter.
Yeah.
Okay, here's hardware sales. Just gonna read you what they sold that week. Nintendo Switch at number 1 with 37,500. PlayStation 4 with 32,890, followed by PlayStation 4 Pro 10,918. You see the big drop off there. Number 4, the Nintendo 2DS LL. That's their XL over there.
Okay.
9,929, followed by new 3DS LL, 5,270. PlayStation Vita, 4,388.
Yeah.
2DS, 1,656.
Oh shit, the door stopped.
Xbox,
Where's the Xbox at?
Xbox One sold 107 units in Japan,
And those are all Microsoft workers.
followed by the Xbox One X,
Oh.
which sold 6.
6.
Now there's a note here, 6 down from the previous week's 9. So in
6?
in 2 weeks.
15.
I can guarantee those are like people from the U.S. that are living in Japan for whatever, teaching Japanese or English to Japanese students or whatever.
That's fucking crazy.
And you want to
So
play
there's-
Call of Duty with everybody at home.
It's just a little glimpse into 1 week, and this is not the type of story we typically grab, but it just the fact that ARMS was still in the top 10 really kind of like, huh? The fact that this was so Switch heavy.
I'm surprised that this
The
city
Vita's
is number
on the
1.
Well, it debuted, right? Like, I'm curious to see where that
Even
goes.
still.
I think just
It's
because
Japan.
it's
Yeah.
that game's already big in the arcade over there, and then now it's on console for the first time. So I mean, we could probably look. This ended on the 14th. No, we won't get. Yeah, we won't get the numbers for
It'll change.
another few days.
That's
I'm
crazy.
curious. Like, I'm gonna keep an eye on this just to see how it pans out. But
Splatoon will probably be back on top.
yeah,
6 consoles?
6.
Dog,
But
that's
I don't know,
bad.
man. Like all of that Nintendo stuff just kind of alive. Like I kind of want to go back in time and try and look at some
There
of
are
this
more
stuff.
consoles in his room right now than Xbox
That's what I'm
One
saying.
sold in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
I'm including PCs.
I think it's safe to say I earned more money than Microsoft did in Japan the past month or two.
Yeah. You're... oh fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe no. How many Xbox Ones did they sell?
Oh yeah, they sold
mine.
107 ones.
Okay, so you're talking about like Vita selling how many?
Vita sold
The Vita has life,
4,388.
dude. Vita means life.
And that's right next to what? The 2DS and the 3DS?
2DS sold 1,656, and the 3DS sold 5,270.
So it's not.
Well, then there was another story this week about how the 3DS family just had its strongest sales month since 2014. I think last month or this month or something. Yeah. 3DS sales are way up, which still fucking baffling.
That's wild.
It's a weird time.
I mean, I guess just with the way I'm assuming the majority of them, the way their life is, handheld is the way to go. So
Yeah.
they'll just, they probably had that for so long, and I don't know. Wait, this is just the console being selling, not the games for it. So yeah, I don't know. It's always sales. There's always different editions of a 3DS. There's probably collectors.
Well, I think too, like, honestly, if your kid's asking for something,
Yeah.
and like that's a pretty low.
Kid wanted the Vita, got 3DS. Now he's pissed.
But I mean, it's a low entry point, and like if you haven't bought one, I know that like Matt, you're in a specific situation because you've got everything else to keep your mind distracted. But like if you hadn't played anything, if you weren't whatever, and you bought the 3DS when you bought your 2DS, or you bought the 2DS when you bought yours, god damn, dude, that library, like you got sideswiped with a lot of other shit all hitting at once right when you bought that thing, but there's so much you can go back and play. If I were a kid, my first video game console ever, and someone hands me a 3DS, look out.
Yeah, because you got DS games too, man.
Oh, yeah. You can go all the way
You
back.
got it all, man.
Not DSi.
Were there
Can you?
DSi games?
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah, they're in there. You can go to the eShop.
For your 3DS?
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure. I've downloaded something.
Well, I guess that would make sense. It does have a camera.
Yeah. I think I got like a Picross game or something.
6 consoles, though.
6.
I can't get over that.
I know.
That's less than one per day of the week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there needs to be, like Polygon or some company needs to do, like, a documentary on, like, why Microsoft is just not in Japan. Like,
There's
why are they not
actually former guest of the Free Cheese podcast, Ray Barnholt, did an issue of Scroll magazine dedicated to the Xbox in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to read that.
I'll bang it to you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Send you that link. Remind me.
I want to see the Bing numbers in Japan.
Girl, let me tell you, they are fucking high.
Bing.jp?
All right, hold on. You
Sorry,
man,
Matt.
just
Matt, I'm so
unlock
sorry.
something here.
Matt is just so disappointed in you.
Before we
They
jump,
sold 6 consoles this week. You think they're binging over there?
yes, they are. Look at that cool ass homepage.
Is it really Bing.jp?
Yeah, it redirects.
yes.
It redirects to Bing.com, thankfully, but it's all in
In Japanese.
Oh shit! I broke my phone.
Oh, your phone is now Japanese.
Now everything's in Japanese. We can't come back.
Siri, konnichiwa.
Before we jump to the cardboard elephant in the room, is there anything else popped up this week that I missed out on?
I don't think we missed out on anything because it hasn't happened yet.
I was going to bring that up.
There was a certain website. Okay.
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 Are you okay?
Are you okay? Okay.
Rocket launcher.
Did anything happen with that yet?
No, I've been checking on it daily. Like, I legit woke up from, like, to work yesterday, and it did ResidentEvil2.com, and it just says, okay.
I mean, by the time this goes up, things may or may not drop, and who knows, but...
Yeah, there's been... Because we're approaching the anniversary of Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
And this is recorded before that, so...
Yeah. So the ResidentEvil2.com is the website.
It's like, yeah,
Yep,
legit.
you go to
Number
that.
2?
And number 2, and no spacing, no dashes. Go to that, and then it's just a blank page, and in the very corner, it's just okay. The letters okay.
You think that
Okay.
was like a test just to see, like...
Make sure the website still works.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
They couldn't do an internal email or email or a memo. They had to just, all right,
They could
Okay.
only respond through that.
HTML.
Yeah, it still just says something.
Has everybody here played Resident Evil 2?
Mm-mm.
I never played it
It's my gateway.
on an actual console. I played a lot of it through an emulator, like the N64 emulator. And I got to about the second floor of
The police
the
station?
police station, which
Leon
I know
and
is
Claire.
not far. I think it was Leon. Which isn't far, but for me,
Yeah.
playing on an emulator with the fucking keyboard for an N64 controller.
Oh man.
I think I did well.
I'm not doubting it.
I think I did well.
It was my first horror game on 64.
I would say the same too for me.
I mean, it was my brother's game technically, but I played it more than him. And loved it ever since. I beaten it numerous times. I did not all of them, but I did at least at least 2 or 3 playthroughs for each Leon and Claire.
Well, that
good.
game technically has 4 playthroughs, right? So there's Leon and Claire, but then there's like Leon B and Claire B.
Well,
or
Leon B and Claire B are the same thing. It's just you have a tyrant chasing you the whole time, kind of like Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, and I think you can carry
Not the whole time, but like
you can carry your items over too. I think.
Yeah.
But it's
it's
like
New Game
Nemesis in
Plus.
3, where he just popped in and out every now and then.
See, because I thought the tyrant was only for Claire's side. Because when I first experienced it was with Claire, and I was like,
Same.
"Oh, I gotta find a valve handle.
Same.
Where's the valve handle?"
Same.
Yeah, and I think that's the one that had the tofu mode.
Yeah, I think so.
I never reached that.
Because then they had that the mercenaries mode too.
Oh yeah, no,
right?
you can play as Hunk.
Yeah,
It's a special. Yeah, I never got to do that though.
I never did that. I'm gonna have to go back.
Wasn't there an Ada thing too in that game? Or no, Ada was the first time.
Ada was introduced in that, but you
the
didn't.
first time was playable.
Resident Evil 4. Yeah.
I remember shitting my pants when Ada showed up in Resident Evil 4. I'm like,
Ooh.
okay,
Old
no
Flame,
doubt, no doubt.
the one that got away.
Seriously, no,
And
seriously.
her little side chapter thing, not the one that was on GameCube, but the edition they put on for the PlayStation 2 version. That was pretty fun to play through.
Oh yeah, you see
It was like a 5-chapter thing. It was pretty dope.
I didn't play it, but I remember hearing about it. You guys need to play through Resident Evil 2. Jesus Christ.
I know. Well, this might be the year.
I've seen that game front to back.
He's got it.
Multiple times.
He's got it.
Dude.
Hey man, remake's coming out soon. Just play that.
I know. I'm about to get a point on my fucking prediction
The
already this
Savor
year.
music.
I know. It's so good. Yeah, there's...
What an atmosphere.
Someone did a YouTube video on why the reason why the N64 version just doesn't make sense at all. Like, because of the N64's limited capabilities. And, like, they did, like, some kind of, like, technical analysis on, like, how it pushes the N64's, like, to the limit. And if you remember the fucking cartridge, it weighed, like, 5 million tons. It was not a light cartridge. It was heavy as fuck.
Heavier,
yeah. I have to find it. It was an interesting. Like,
Does the expansion chip for the 64 does that help?
I'm not sure because I think it came out before the RAM chip.
I think it did.
Yeah, I think the RAM chip helped all N64 games, and they just kind of boosted load times. Maybe I don't know. Even N64 didn't really have load times. But yeah, Resident Evil 2. That's a fucking dope game.
Definitely.
One day.
But I have just. I think you guys are going to get sick and tired of me because I'm just going to keep bringing Shenmue updates as my news probably for all year long. So
I'm fine with it.
It was kind of funny because right before we started recording the second half of this episode, I just typed in Shenmue on our games, and there's like rumor posts dating back to like mid Xbox 360 PS3 era saying like, oh, it's definitely ready. This is the year. It says like 5 years from the post article. So I read an article and they're saying someone has a source saying the reason why it's not out yet, like the game's ready, but I mean it might need like some kind of final polishing or whatever.
So wait, when you're talking about Shenmue, you mean
the HD remix?
Okay,
1, 2,
not
HD.
3.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason why it's not out yet is because
3's not coming until 2019.
Yeah, that's a guarantee. The free cheese guarantee. No.
Yeah.
The reason why is because Sega is holding it to wait for Shenmue 3, at least the release window to come out, so then they have the hype of Shenmue 3. And of all the rumor stuff I've read, that's the one that makes the most sense.
Yeah, that
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Like, they're not going to release it now when the game's coming out in
pre-order
winter
Shenmue
2019.
3 and you get 1 and 2.
Yeah, you want to get that marketing buzz behind it.
So that kind of makes sense. Like, they're saying the game is, practically finished, but it's just held back indefinitely until Shenmue 3 comes out.
Yeah. No, I won't get tired of this news because I only hear it from you, and I'd rather have it that way.
Oh, I've been Googling and Binging it since I was 13.
And then I earlier today I saw something I forgot about until right this moment. Castlevania Season 2.
I saw that.
It's finally coming this summer.
Fuck,
8
I
episodes.
keep freaking to watch it.
How long was the
dude.
first season? 4?
4.
Yeah, 8 episodes. So we're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Really?
knew they were doubling it. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was going to be this summer. That's
Is it the same like studio doing it?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm assuming
Still,
so, yeah.
still
Frederator.
Frederator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Warren
That's
Ellis is
cool.
still writing it. The news comes by way of
Warren Ellis wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's dude.
And he tweeted it. Someone was like, "Yo, what up with that?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, season 2's coming this summer."
Duh.
Yeah,
He was like,
Where
yeah.
are you?
Yeah, he was like, I guess word didn't get around, but yeah,
yeah,
here it is.
Duh.
That's
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that first season a lot.
that's good.
Yeah.
Maybe that means there's a new Castlevania game this year. I don't know. FreeCheese.com predicts. Y'all remember Project Robot Guard
Excuse me.
I remember Rob.
or Project Robot, Giant
Yeah.
Robot, whatever the hell it was?
The prototypes that were supposedly
Star
turned
Fox.
into, yeah.
One of them disappeared forever. We saw a
Yeah.
couple of the ones that got turned into Star Fox, and there was that Project Robot one that Miyamoto was doing that disappeared until this week when another Thursday announcement happened. Or Wednesday, technically, this week. So we said last week
People have been right with them rumors.
that there was something rumored to happen this Thursday, a week after the infamous Nintendo Direct Mini. And Nintendo came out and announced Nintendo Labo, which I don't think any of us saw coming. So when we, like, midweek, there was a little thing that, or it was Wednesday morning, Nintendo Japan tweeted, hey, later on, we're going to do a thing. And I was like, oh shit, all right, what could this be? Like, my expectations completely low, because I was like, I don't even, what?
Yeah, they're not gonna announce like some groundbreaking new like existing IP.
That's like me, I don't know. And then Nintendo of Europe said, get ready for an exciting new way, or an exciting new experience to be enjoyed by kids or those who are kids at heart. And it was like, all right. It was like that. And the Japan tweet, I think, roughly translated to
Listen up, manlets.
a new way to play or something like that with your Nintendo Switch. And I was like, all right, what the hell is this? And I'm still like, what the hell is this? But in a like fascinated way. So Nintendo Labo is right now 2 different construction sets made of cardboard, where you fold the cardboard up and integrate your Nintendo Switch in various ways to play through mini games with physical objects. Everything ranging from, in the Variety Kit 1, from a piano to an actual workable fishing reel, a little car, a little fake house, a motorcycle. Watch the trailer if you haven't seen it. It's about 3 minutes long. And you can see, you have 2 little RC cars you can race. A fishing rod, a house, piano, motorbike. I don't know, it's wild.
Are you gonna buy it?
No, probably not.
That's what I'm.
Nope.
I think it's cool as fuck, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna buy that.
I'm curious about the piano one. The only problem is that it's
Yeah.
bundled with all the other stuff that I
Mhm.
don't want.
But it's neat. And then the robot one is that one that we saw a little bit
That contraption.
ago. That thing looks like a nightmare to put together.
Oh my god.
But this one, I mean, this is exactly what Ben said a while back about the fucking Switch strapping onto your head VR style.
Yeah.
It totally does that. And then you hold these things in your hand and you've got a robot jetpack and you are a fucking robot.
See, and like the mech side of me is like, yes,
It's
but
so
I'm
cool.
like,
I think these are really, really neat. I think, like,
yeah.
to go back to Nintendo's history as a toy maker, I think this makes a lot of sense. I think when you start tapping into, like,
I'm still impressed they find ways to surprise us.
because honestly, like,
They've been around for like 100 years.
the
No,
Switch,
yeah.
like, as surprising as the Switch was, it also wasn't, because you can see so much of the Switch's DNA in previous,
The Wii U especially.
Yeah.
like, between that and, like, little elements of it, there were little things that we just learned over the years that kind of, you could put the pieces all together. And when the Switch was fully revealed, the only thing that was really surprising about its reveal is that it actually lined up to be a really damn good
You
system.
could feel the ice cubes in a cup.
No, but even that, like, I think the most surprising part about all the Switch stuff is that it was exactly what it was rumored to be, and it's really good.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That was the surprise. No way. Like, going into this announcement, I was like, maybe it's going to be something weird. I don't know
You know what I kind of think they're trying to tap into the 3D printing
I think there's
realm.
that. Like I think
Like they're taking the kind of idea and then except you kind of build it yourself.
I think that that whole Lego thing,
Yeah.
like that mentality. I think also this is a good way to get the kids who are clinging on to their parents' iPads and stuff that's all they know. Like to them, like we know Game Boy and whatever. Like now kids have no idea what that. They don't care. They're glued to an iPad or a phone or an iPod.
And I think this cardboard art is a thing in Japan too.
Big.
Yeah, so like we don't give a fuck here in America.
It's like
but,
origami 2.0.
Kind of, it's kind of like that, yeah.
Well, and also like I know.
Have you not seen cosplayers? No.
Yeah. But like these two, it is cardboard, so it's gonna come with its own
Faults.
right. But who's obviously that you can buy secondary ones, I'm sure. But also like after a while, you're gonna see people who are making their own things to then tie back into the software.
That's a good point because I know for Google Cardboard, like the VR thing, there's a lot of like second
party, third
party companies that are all in Chinese. They'll make like these extremely dope like Google Cardboard headsets.
Yeah.
And they cost more, but they're like they have like more features in them and whatnot. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna tap too much into this though. You know what I mean? I think it's strictly gonna be
this could be just a stepping stone. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. There's a whole new market for them. I just think it's cool. Like I never thought about playing the Switch in that way, but it's duh. Yeah. Okay.
Well, the first thing I thought was like light guns. Like if there's gonna be like a House of the Dead game or whatever, instead of having to go to the store to buy a light gun, like you just make one out of like someone made the shotgun from Doom.
Yeah.
And it would just like rip and tear.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, I get it.
I mean, dude, even that like the robot one, I don't know if they've specified, but if that thing is where you can go head to head and do like VR Rock'em Sock'em robots, dude,
that's dope.
Yeah.
we could stand in the living room and beat the shit out of each other without actually hitting each other. Like
that's gonna be
shit.
I don't know. You might end up swinging someone.
I know.
I think they're just trying to explore more ways to play their games too. I mean, obviously, this is more of a creative touch, but now it's like limitless. Not really limitless, but like it's
because it's easy to like produce that software and then just take off the Joy-Con and just like whatever like 1-2 Switch does. But I guess they really want you to get the feel.
Yeah.
And like the severity of like
making something.
Maybe severity is a bad word, but like just like a more in-depth way of getting that experience out of that game just by making a peripheral like that.
Now, you mentioned it's mini games.
It seems like it. I mean, their details
at least initially, there's probably not much.
If not, it's like I feel like it's gonna be a mix between like mini games and like applications.
Like I'm wondering now if either with at least the major IPs, like
no one's touching this.
You don't think so? You don't think they're gonna have like
I don't even think Nintendo
a Zelda
has
mini
a lot
game?
I don't even think Nintendo has a lot of.
I could honestly
support
see
going into it right now.
See, I kind of see it as kind of like
the house thing. The first thing I thought of was Yoshi's Woolly World.
The house.
Yeah. Yep.
The house one that there's a house that you can build out of cardboard, and I don't know what it was, but like I remember in Yoshi's Woolly World, you go through a house that's made out of. I'm not sure if it's cardboard, but
it's funny,
something like that. But it's like open up the house and see inside of it and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
That new Yoshi game, there's a lot of like cardboard diorama style stuff. It's funny. So the stuff too, I just want to talk about a couple of these things. They're fucking ingenious. The way they kind of all tactile work together and like you can hold them and feel them and they work. I think that's cool. The piano is the one that blew my fucking mind. Do you know how this one works?
That's the one I had the biggest. That and the fishing rod, I have the biggest question of like how, because they have a string.
So we talked about it, but the piano, I read this the other day, because you look at it and you craft everything, you fold the keys and all of that, you pop the switch in front of it and you slide the Joy-Con in the one side. Well, what the fuck does that have to do with anything, right? It's not hitting the buttons to hit the keys, so how are the keys working? Well, that Joy-Con has an IR sensor, so it's pointing that inside of the piano. Each of the keys has a piece of magnetic tape on the other side of it that pings reflective tape.
Oh, that's cool.
That pings the IR sensor back to the Joy-Con and tells it which note to play through the switch.
I don't know the thing had an IR sensor on it. That's dope. And
what's really cool is as you play the game, so the game, you start it up and it walks you through gradually putting these things together. So if the first one is the RC car, it'll say, hey, here's what you need. Grab these sheets out of your box. You pull the sheets out of the box. It walks you through step by step on your Switch screen of how to build this thing. with like fully rotatable models and walkthroughs and all of that stuff right on the screen. And then it breaks down the science and the physics of how all these things work. So it's teaching kids while they build and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's really fucking
No, it's definitely aimed towards kids.
yeah. And
I just hope it's not going to be a thing when there's going to be 20 per store and then they sell it instantly.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I
hope
don't know.
not.
Whatever Nintendo's doing with this, whatever they're saying, because I look at it from a business stance as a stock owner of Nintendo. The stock has been going up since that announcement.
Yeah.
I thought for sure, I was like, here we go. I'm going to lose all this money, which is like $5. But I'm going to lose all this money because of this fucking dumbass thing. And I'm like looking, and then the next morning goes up. I'm like, all right. And then the following day, it went up again. And now, like, of course, stocks are closed over the weekend.
Yeah.
But, like, it's like, fuck. All right, maybe they're doing something. Maybe there's something here I don't see. So, I don't know. They're smart with their supply and demand.
If I was if this came out when I was about like 7,
Yeah.
or, like between 7 and 10, or even like 12, like this is something I would be so excited for.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
they-
I love the idea of it, but like I would be even more in love with it back then because that's a perfect avenue for somebody like me, where it's just like a creative type / love
Yeah.
video games and just combining that.
No, they say they have a thing called Nintendo Labo Studio, and it's a thing right now where you can sign up for these little sessions in New York or San Francisco. And it says, parents, do you have one or more kids ages 6 to 12? Like they know the audience they're going for. The marketing of this, if you look through like all these little images scrolling by, it's all like parents working with kids. It knows exactly what this market like.
That's definitely an important aspect to it.
Remember the Switch marketing from the get go was rooftop Karen,
just a bunch of 20-something
it was
hipsters.
totally. It was everyone out. Like there were no children present in any of the Switch marketing until after launch, and it was like even then you only see it like on the website when you're digging through the image files, like I am, like a cool guy. But yeah, now like it's very much like, all right, cool, we got all of them to buy it now with all the disposable income.
Yeah,
let's get their kids to play it.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of toys like out on the market now, like that are like app enabled.
Yeah,
like that like teach coding and stuff. So this is kind of going right into that. And I actually think this is more appealing than that stuff.
I agree, because all that shit is like chintzy and weird and dumb, and like this is coming from Nintendo, so it's got another like layer of.
This reminds me of like the Legos, like when Legos did like the robotic stuff. Because at the school I used to work at, there would be after school classes where kids would actually have a club for Legos and actually build like robot stuff, and they'd go into like competitions and all that shit.
Cool.
Like it's
like Bionicle.
No, dude, I like Bionicle. Fuck off. No, but no, they would make like little like contraptions like vehicles that would like remote controlled and like pick up stuff. Like it was pretty neat. And these are like elementary schoolers.
Yeah, I think Tyler used to do some stuff like that. Work with kids and build robots and stuff. Like this is I sent it to him immediately as soon as I saw it. I was like, look, fascinating.
Just shows another way of how the Switch can be versatile.
Yeah, I know. If nothing else. So that's out on April 20th.
Please.
For $69.99 for the main pack with all of the things.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah. Yes, it comes out on 4/20 and it costs $69.
Ben still has a pulse. He's frozen.
Dude, get out. Someone at Nintendo knows what's up. That is not a fucking coincidence. That is not a coincidence. I refuse to believe that.
I will pull it up for you.
Get Shigeru right now on the phone.
Shiggy? Talking
Shiggy?
It's probably lighting up.
No,
right
I'm
now
not doubting you. I'm not doubting you.
I just wanted you to see it.
Like,
this also kind of squashes that whole video games is not art argument. To those who still say
that's a whole other can of worms for a whole different.
I mean, yeah,
you're not wrong,
but I mean, yeah, it definitely grasps the more like art side of it.
So $70 for the variety kit.
$69.99.
$79.99 for the robot kit, which is that. And also, I love they're calling this Toy-Con, which like fuck everything. And then there's another one. They didn't advertise this in the straight up in the little video announcement. They showed your ability to customize it, but they're actually selling a customization set. You guys see this?
Mm-mm.
So
I remember in the video there was like take a markers and tape and stuff. And
they actually build a thing. So for $10, you get
that's cool. You can pimp it out.
You get 2 stencil sheets, you get 2 sticker sheets, and you get
stencils.
2 rolls of tape. One of them is a Nintendo Labo kind of like cardboard colored tape roll, and the other one is this multicolored yellow magenta.
Yeah, because I saw it in the video they're wrapping the piano keys in that.
Yeah. Which is
like that's cool.
I'm with you. Like I kind of want. I might buy this. I don't know.
I just want the piano so I can play the beginning to Rock Superstar.
I don't like. My thing too is I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put half that stuff. Like the amiibo, they look great up on a shelf. What are you gonna do with these pieces of fucking cardboard?
Your dogs are gonna
destroy
destroy
your
it.
dogs.
Oswald already. I bought an HDMI switcher, and like this remote is just
Not no mo.
Look at that shit.
It says don't feed the babies.
I know. Well,
the babies ate them.
The baby fucking ate it.
Babies got them. They were fed.
Not for those 0 to 5 years. We turns 5 this year, so maybe he knew.
We got limited time left.
It's if you've seen the video of let me see what you have. A knife. No. That's my relationship with Oswald.
Just get this cardboard thing and build another HDMI controller.
Oh my god.
I'm bored.
Build a doghouse with it.
No, this dog don't go to a doghouse. You crazy?
No, don't put it outside. Put it inside next to the crate.
Just build around their crate.
Even
Put
still,
the blanket in
we
there.
did that. We built them a little teepee.
No, put the blanket in there.
What if they started selling like, hey, build your own Samus arm cannon? And
That's
what I'm saying, dog.
Dude, if I got one, I'm slapping a PlayStation logo right on that bitch.
Nintendo Land 2.
I was yes, same mind. I would be down with that.
Little like cardboard Master Sword and shield.
Yep. Another time. Well, that's gonna do it for the Free Cheese episode 232. Unless you guys got anything else I missed.
Nah.
I ain't got
Nah,
shit.
fam.
All right. Well, let's go see if Street Fighter 5's installed.
It won't be.
It might be.
It took me ages, but
I got that good internet now.
hey, you did start. Nah, actually, might. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I got Metroid Prime to play.
You do.
Oh man, it's a whole new world. You know what that means, though. I've been meaning to tell you this. You specifically.
Oh god.
I know how upset you're gonna be. But if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it. Right? You think about Halo. I did the ODST. I did the Reach. I will go back to the Halo Wars. I just gotta see it to completion. I gotta buy Federation Force. And what better time than now? Because it's on a sale through. You're more upset than that.
I was gonna say,
I
never was exposed to Federation Force.
No, you just get mad at me
no.
whenever I spend money on things that are bullshit.
As a Nintendo stockholder, I think he knows a lot more about finances.
No, I took the breath because I don't know your method or habits when it comes to playing games, like how you prefer each one, but like if you wanted, because I know that game's multiplayer.
Yes.
I would suffer through it.
I think it's a 4-player multiplayer.
I'm not buying that.
Look at that. I'm not even the one saying it. No, I'm more pissed off that you have to keep your Wii U fucking hooked up for this goddamn
What do you mean
shit.
have to and keep? Those are not two, like, it's, who the fuck are you? You got to switch those around. Love to have. That's what those.
Mine's fucking in a box in the closet.
You made a mistake.
That, I might light on fire one day. I might need some firewood.
I'm not lying. So I will say, like, you guys were here. I started up the Wii U just to jump into Prime and like just hit the ground running. And right from the start, fucking Oswald standing on the table in front of me, and I can't play the goddamn game because the Wii remote doesn't see the sensor bar. And I'm like, buddy, you got to get off the. Can you move from the?
He didn't move for like 30 seconds.
He just wouldn't. I had to pick him up and move him. And then even still, like, and I remember this because it happened when I was first playing through this game. He would come sit on my lap and then like sit on the wire, and then I'm like restricted. It's just like, just put these fucking games on Switch so I can hold the Joy-Con however the fuck I want, or hold the Switch.
Just get that headset thing.
So why dude? Don't buy Federation Force.
I might have
Don't.
to.
Why do you have
I
to?
didn't say anything.
Why do you have to?
It seems like the ODST of
It's not.
Oh, ouch.
It's not.
not in the way that it plays, but in the
just like the fact it's like spin-off-ish
it's
and
spin-off
not like a
taking,
main line.
right. You're playing as members of the Federation within that.
I will say this: Federation Force, I will put it above Triforce Heroes.
That's what I mean.
It's not much. It is not much when I say that. But
I mean, buy whatever the
still
hell
there.
you want, but like you don't have Halo ODST to Halo is not Federation Force to fucking Metroid.
How do you know though?
I can guarantee you.
demo.
Look,
I can guarantee you.
hold on. I'm gonna say this because now we're at the end. It is developed by Next Level Games. Next Level Games made Punch Out for Wii and Luigi's Mansion 2.
I didn't care about any.
You're just trying to be that asshole in Japan that buys an Xbox One.
You're the
or
you're the
S
six.
Or whatever,
You're the
X.
6.
I'm just saying, there's the company has a pedigree. They made good games, and
I'm not okay.
Is
This-
there
this
is there
whole-
download play off of one card, or does everybody need the game?
I'll bang it. I don't know. You
'Cause if it's still-
probably need your
You
own
don't.
game.
Okay, it's.
I'm
saying
look. I'm
what-
not saying I'm jumping into this right away. This is something, but I'm like, you know. I
Are
probably
you gonna
will.
play the pinball one?
Yeah. The
Metroid Prime pinball?
that, and then there's Hunters as well, right? I gotta get that.
Oh, Hunters was cool.
I
like
I'm
Hunters.
gonna do it all, dude.
Yeah, but that was a Metroid game.
I'm gonna do it all.
This ain't no Metroid game, man.
How do you know?
I don't even think he's gonna get through the Prime trilogy. I think he's gonna burn out on it.
Are you
Yeah.
crazy? Dude, if I just got through 8 of those fucking Halo games
No, I think
back
we
to
get
back
through
to back.
But that's on a brand new console that you just got, and they're all it's totally new to you.
Hmm.
This you played Prime before, and this is on the fucking Wii.
Not
your
really,
goddamn Wii emotes and your dog. I watched the worst scenario that could happen to you within 5 minutes of you turn it on.
I know, but so I never finished Prime 1. I never played Prime 2, period, at all. Not a hint. Not even including the multiplayer, which I'm sure still holds up.
Oh yeah,
And then-
the multiplayer. Of
Prime
course.
3 I played, I mean, when it came out, but I don't, like, I had no contact. I think Prime 3 was my first Metroid game, period. I never played anything in the Metroid.
Two's Echoes. What's 3?
Yeah. Corruption.
That's it.
Co-op.
But I had no context. I had nothing. So I'm excited. Gotta get ready for Prime 4. Coming out this year on Switch.
Shit ain't coming out. You got a fucking logo at E3.
Come
that shit
on.
ain't coming out.
Come
you can't even get a
on.
screen.
Come on. Wait till that January Direct on your birthday.
We just had a direct.
Well,
A
we
mini-
had
sorry,
we
we
had
had
a
a mini
we had a
Direct.
Nintendo Direct Mini, and as we know by proven last week's conversation, every mini is followed by a real Direct within 20 days on
We're
your
not
birthday.
seeing shit on my birthday.
All right, maybe not on your birthday, but on one of the days leading up to it.
We just had another announcement. What else does Nintendo?
That was not a Direct.
It's true.
All right.
I'm telling you.
I didn't
There's-
know it's co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get excited.
It kind of
Don't, Ben. No, Ben.
it kind of has
Stop.
like a
I'm not gonna buy it for $40 though.
There it is.
well,
Sorry, 30
great
bucks,
news. It's
30
on
bucks.
sale.
Yeah, it's $27.50 on Amazon.
Wow, not even that. You got to buy it digital, and you can get it through My Nintendo with a discount.
I'm gonna need to see more of this.
it has a Rocket League equivalent in there.
Sorry, what?
A Rocket League equivalent.
I'm listening. Go on. Oh, it does. It does. You're right.
That was the demo. It's playing the ball thing. Just get the ball in the. You're in the mech and you fight other mechs and you gotta get the ball in the goal.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I already know the final boss of the Federation Force. We already talked about it.
Oh yeah, we did.
I don't think Ben was here for that though.
Yeah. I may have missed my chance to get that game on sale. I don't know though.
Flea market.
No, I don't buy physical. Anyway, well, that's been a podcast episode of the Free Cheese Podcast. If you like this episode, you can find it and all of our other episodes on thefreecheese.com, on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, lots of places. We're all over the damn place, I tell you what. You can follow us on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Mark is at Aug_Mental. Matt is at MattyIce131. Ben is at SevBenz. And I am at The Free Cheese. Go to thefreecheese.com. A little light, but we got 2 videos hitting the web for you. The web. Hear that? Who am I? 85-year-old fuck now. Go to the web.
A spider?
Browse the web.
Spider.
Go on surfing the web.
Yeah, go to www.
HTTP.
http.worldwideweb.
freecheese.com. We got a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds video. You know the game, and obviously, but you've never seen us play it, so now you can see us play it. And then we've got a little bit of that Ninja Shodown we talked about. That'll go up soon, if not now. Also, your final update. Available until March 23rd. You can get a discount, 30% off of Metroid Prime Federation Force by cashing in 750 platinum points in your My Nintendo account. If you're anything like me, you have plenty of platinum points to spend.
So it's what, $40?
So-
It's $12 off. It's the same price as
Yeah,
on
same as
Amazon.
Amazon. You can use that GameStop, dog.
Anyway, that's it. That's the show. We'll see you next week with 233. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, listener, for listening. We'll see you next time.